think that is it. Yep. All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. FullStream here, and I am with my co-analyst Dan Fornace. Actually, don't you change the way you pronounce it like every other year or something?
I mean, Fornace's, that's right. You did it right.
Okay. All right, good. So, yeah, thank you all for dropping by. Today, we are going to be analyzing the losers finals and the grand final sets from all three regions, from Australia and Europe and then NA. So, Dan, I have a couple of questions. But first, before that, I mean, thank you so much for, asking me to do this. I think this will be a lot of fun. It could be a good learning experience for a lot of people, but I think this will be, I don't know, it'll be exciting. I've never analyzed this many sets back to back before. So hopefully you can help me along the way.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I hope, maybe I'll learn stuff, as me as a player, but probably not. It'll be more for, the viewers at home. They can learn something.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be nice. Let's see. So, I mean, I am going to be streaming this from my end, so please let me know if there's some type of issues going on with the audio, or if like someone's too loud or too quiet along the way. That'll help me, and I can adjust accordingly. But let's see. I'll also try to. I think it'd be a good idea, Dan, if we both had chat open, and if there's like a really solid question, maybe you can bring it up. Because I tend to like dive in on these things. I have trouble looking around and yeah, reading chat at the same time.
It's all good. Yeah, I'll be watching it. We'll see if there's any good questions.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well then, with that being said, if everything sounds good, I think we can go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start off with the Australian scene. Dan, how much of these sets have you watched?
So I saw, what did I see? I saw NA, obviously, because I was commentating that. And then I caught EU, like the top 4. And then I haven't seen AU's top at all. So that will be all new to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I don't think I've watched any of these sets that we're going to watch today. So that's really good. It's going to be like my first impression and analysis at the same time. I think that'll be good. No spoiler. I mean, I know the results for NA, but I don't think I know the results for any other set. So this will be good.
Nice. All
right. Well, then I'll go ahead and switch. And the way this is gonna work is, yeah, we're just gonna play through the sets. I'll commonly, rewind if I notice something, or if Dan notices something and he wants me to rewind, then we'll do that. Maybe talk about it briefly. And that's how each of these games will go. So yeah, let's get started.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go to the map. Oh, it starts really soon in this video. Great. So here we have Mast versus Jet. I might have heard Jet before, the Raster player, but I don't know who Mast is. So I'm not sure if they've just come up in the scene. I just haven't paid attention, or if this was like a breakout tournament for them.
Yeah, I know Jet has won a couple AU events, so definitely.
Oh, really?
A
nice.
Name, a favorite.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so Raster Zedibran matchup. I mean, I remember playing this a ton when I was a Raster main, but when I stopped playing Raster and I would fight against Rasters, I ended up choosing Daedalus for some reason instead of Zedibran, even though I think Zedibran kind of wins this matchup. So already, I mean, Jet gets him off stage, goes for the down strong. There's a lot of situations where even though your opponent can tech, it's just free damage, right? To try and go for the down strong and see if you can land it on him, get an early kill.
Yeah, this matchup's been funny for like the longest time because like I feel like people's opinions of it really depends on like the meta that is currently existing.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying for sure.
Like when everyone was like Raster is unbeatable, then it was like, well, Raster wins this because Zedder can't do anything off stage.
Yeah, right. I mean, look at this. So going back for a second, I was talking about how there are situations where it's non-committal or it's very low committal to go for these down strong situations as Raster against the Zedibran off stage, but this is kind of not one of them. So unless you time this down strong perfectly, and keep in mind, like, if he gives you some crazy angle that you're not ready for, you're in trouble here. So he misses it, gets caught, gets clipped by the up B, and misses the tech because he wasn't ready to get hit. And what a reversal from Mass to get the down air and even get the taunt.
Yeah, that's actually sick. Get the little taunt out too. He earned that taunt. There's a couple times in tournament where you earn a taunt. I think that's one.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And so, of course, you want to take these leads as much as possible. With Zetterburn, hopefully we see a lot of Fireball to control how Jet can approach, and not so he can't really overwhelm Masp. But on top of that, we want to see a lot of up airs to combat how much he is in the air, probably. Because up air is a really great tool for Zetterburn. So we are seeing a lot of Fireballs, and it's also common for... Oh, wow, what a conversion. It's also common to want to throw out a lot of Fireballs because... well, you want to just get as much percent as possible, and fire can do a lot of the work for you as it takes them down. So, able to convert the dash attack into a forward strong, though. Good stuff, a Jet.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Now, I was saying that I would think that Rast or Jet would be playing in the air a lot more, but so far we've seen almost a sole ground game. And I mean, we even see this short hop nair approach, and he's getting his combo in the slipstream. We'll see how that changes, and I mean, Mask seems to be taking adjustments already by putting low fireballs instead of like throwing them higher. Okay, they just missed some combo. After some openings, nothing big happens. Oh my gosh, what a weird exchange. The jab, and I guess he goes for a jab, and he tries to run and read a roll, and so he gets up tilted for it by Jet. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a funny option on Raster that you don't see like too much just in neutral is the up tilt.
Yeah, I mean, that was the weirdest neutral, time to do it. Okay, so you can see like he's on fire, he just hit him with down B. Zetterburn's always going to look for up strongs, even if it's not exactly going to kill, just because, again, if you can shark with up airs in this matchup, it's very, very good. And so, man, I think Jet was going for a fireball parry read. That's what this parry was, I assume. But yeah. No fireball. Just a raw Gatling. Okay, so this, there hasn't been too many situations where Mass is actually edgeguarding Jet yet, even though he's winning 2 stocks to 1. But he kind of lets Jet get on by kind of for free by letting him go high. I think what people want to do is, in this matchup or just in general against Raster, is make Raster recover low. And so if you're Zetterburn, you put a higher fireball up, and then you can cover the lower options easier. Because you can put out a jab. If you only cover the lower option with fireball and you try and cover high, you're gonna have to put jump squat frames, and then you're gonna have to try and put your upper out. And if you wave land as Raster, there's just too much time.
Gotcha.
All right, good recovery.
Oh, that was a sick little movement into that up air.
Yeah, it was. Oh, last time we saw him take the stock, Jet took the stock with dash attack into forward strong, and he could have done something similar here, I believe. Let's see, he throws out his side B, he gets a dash attack. He doesn't go for it though.
Yeah.
So Mass is still living, gets a back air up strong too. Nice. Yeah, he's being pretty passive right now, letting Raster kind of get back on the stage. He is parrying these slipstreams, which is great. And now we see him like kind of putting more pressure out with the up airs. I think he felt confident that he parried the slipstream, and he was like, I'm in the lead and I parried it. Let's just go in.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a funny exchange. He gets a close-up slipstream. Then they run at each other, and he just throws out a down strong in the end. Makes sense.
Yeah, it looks like Jet was doing a down tilt. So, like, he was not really ready to DI.
Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even notice. Yeah, there was a down tilt coming out there. So, good point. Anyway, yeah. So Mass takes game 1. Nice. I don't know who was in winners finals. I don't know who's playing after they lost in winners. Do you know?
No, I don't know how this bracket played out. So,
yeah.
Like I said, I know Jet had won a couple AU events, so would probably been the favorite going into this match.
Okay, so there's a good chance he was coming from winners. Oh, okay, gets a good string going. This is an interesting. I've almost never seen someone counterpick the forest floor before. This is just not a stage I see people choosing very often. You know, you might go here for the starter stage, but not really anything else. Once again, we see a similar start for Jet, right? He gets a good string. He puts Mast off stage. What ended up happening last time is he overextended, goes for a down strong, and he ended up losing his first stock, which kind of turned the momentum over. Let's see what happens this time. Nice. Well, we've seen a lot of up tilts from Jet.
Yeah, this one was sick. Like a wave dash up tilt.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, a lot of characters. So Raster doesn't have this because he doesn't have grounded strongs, but a lot of characters will at kill percent try and put their opponents on the platforms and put them into tech situations, and if they tech, well, then it gives you even more time to wave land on and do a down strong. You can think of like Orcane down tilting someone. It puts them on the platform, they wave land down strong. There's a lot of rivals that can do that kind of thing. Raster doesn't have a grounded strong, so he either has to jump and get an up B, like sweet spot kind of reaction, or he can go for something like this, an up tilt to cover a position. So that's what he goes for. I like it.
Yeah, it was nice, and he like got a lot of movement out of because he had current and did the wave dash.
Right. All right. I mean, Mass seems overwhelmed. We've seen. I think he's gone for a parry a few times. He does get a parry there, but it was just on a jab. So he's getting combo. Oh, he throws out like a kind of bad fireball. He misses a parry there. He gets like he's missing a bunch of parries. He's definitely feeling overwhelmed. He wants like a parry. He's not even a kill percent though is the problem. Usually you want a parry to like shine up strong for an easy kill on Raster, but at 45, that's not going to kill quite yet. Now it might. Now it will.
That's how busted shine up strong is, where it's like one more hit and we're like, okay, now it might kill.
It is. It's actually broken.
Yeah,
it is
especially against Raster.
Yeah, especially against Raster. But man, Jet has been overwhelming him this entire stock from start to finish. I'm going back a little bit, but honestly, we're going to see the percent get racked up very quickly because that's how this stock went. I mean, Mass was really hoping for a flamed down strong there. Doesn't get it. I'd like to see that Jet isn't going for those down strongs as much anymore. He's kind of throwing out dash attacks, throwing out forward tilts, an aerial like that, and now he's not losing his stock early. He's probably a little upset.
It's been a while since I've seen Raster's back air kill anyone.
Yeah, I mean, that was.
He was just hard DIing out. Yeah, and he drifted out too. Yeah.
All right, so I mean, I've talked about how he's feeling overwhelmed, and so far he's resorted to parrying. Like he's like trying to fall, and then like, okay, he's gonna throw out another move, right? So let me parry this real quick. What I haven't really seen is him trying to shine out of any of these combos, because I mean, you would notice he would be trying to shine out of them if we saw a shine come out when Jet misses a follow-up. And so that's pretty interesting. Shining out of combos is a huge turnaround for these types of things, for these types of matchups. I mean, I guess for Zetterbrand overall. But we can see, like that's a prime example right here. Jet, what does he land? He lands his down tilt up air, and Mass just falls all the way to the ground. So maybe he's giving up on this game. I'm not sure. But he's not. He's definitely not doing everything he can to try and get out of these combos. It seems like Shine is a huge tool for that.
Yeah, I know when I play Zetterbrand, it's like if I'm down a lot, I tend to shine out of stuff less because like part of it's giving up, and then part of it's like if you're shining, then like your stick is back to neutral, so you're not like drifting near the end of hits done.
It's definitely a skill to like DI. Maybe drift DI if you want to, but also get your shine out right out of hits done. It's definitely a hard timing you have to get used to.
Right.
But goodness gracious, Jet just after taking that first stock, I think this is kind of similar to what would have happened in the first game, honestly, if he didn't throw his stock away. It's like at 40%. But you never know. Either way, Jet really does solid. There's not too much to say whenever you're winning neutral that often. Even if you're dropping some combos, which he was here and there, you're in an advantaged state of neutral, so you can put more pressure out. And then, really, it was just on Mass to. I don't think his defense was very good on point this game. You know, didn't really zone Raster out whenever he had the chance, and yeah. So Jet takes it 1-1. Nice.
Yeah.
Tower of Heaven. Okay.
So this would have been Jet or Mast's counter pick.
Yeah. So he goes here. I mean, a lot of the time it's based on personal preference. I think that's what a lot of players end up doing. But I could see this working out. I mean, he thinks, maybe now when Raster's at 45%, if he's on a platform, the Shine Up Strong will kill him. So maybe I will get those kills earlier.
Yeah, I can see liking the stage against Raster as Zetter. I feel like Zetter has like a lot of Zetters like the same stages, like Merchant Port and Air Armada and some other specific ones. But I think this is a really good Zetter stage, especially against Raster.
Right. I hear you. So I will read one more time just to point out. So Mast has always been throwing out these fireballs pretty low, and that has made sense because Jet has been approaching low to the ground, with fast movement, like with the slipstream. But whenever he's landing these fireballs, I'm not really seeing any attempt to gain anything more off of them. So we can see probably a couple times here. He fireballs, and I guess he's going for a reaction, but it doesn't quite. I don't think he's quite ready for that air dodge, but throwing out a lingering move like a nair would really help you there. And I think here he throws out another one. Let me see. He throws out another one, but I guess he doesn't expect it to hit. So he doesn't try and gain anything. But these are basically neutral wins, openings, if anything, that he's not really capitalizing on.
Yeah.
And given how much fireball he is throwing, oh my gosh, if he just got hit by that up strong, I would have cried.
He charged that too. I really wonder if that would have killed at like 56 or whatever he was at.
I know, right? I mean, yeah,
it might have with that much charge. Like even like no charge that ever, consume up strong kills so early.
Yeah, right. All right, good.
And gets the purple there.
Yeah, so that's really nice. I mean, forward strong, one of its good uses is that it covers a lot of ground. So if you think they're going to be hitting the ground or being forced to tech, it's not a bad option to throw out at all.
Yeah, that was really nice. Clean.
Yeah, all these grounded fireballs. I mean, yeah, I was just going to say, when you throw out this many grounded fireballs and you know that your opponent is good, it's it's kind of funny that you're kind of hoping that they parry your fireball, but I don't know what you gain from it. He expected him to parry it, and so he goes to the platform. I mean, then what did you, in reality, like, what did you throw out the fireball for? In a way. So we'll see. We'll see if these fireballs end up switching up in any way.
Force him to react, I guess. I don't know.
Right. It does force him to react. Oh my gosh.
Both of them, the nair and then the dash hog.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he holds the forward strong for too long. Ends up getting clipped by the down B. Crazy. All right.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not the right edge guarding option, but I guess it worked here. But he goes out for a down strong preemptively. Looks like he's about to get reversaled again, just like in game 1. But no, he doesn't clean it up.
I think on that forward strong there, I think Jet didn't think it was gonna connect, so like he was just trying to like time it with the down B maybe, but yeah, he ended up just eating a.
Oh right, yeah, the first one. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. And so he gets the up tilt. It's perfectly fine that you missed this up strong. I mean, it happens. There's nothing wrong there. But I just want to point out how passive Jet is like playing in this edge guard. When if we look at Mass, he uses all of his resources. He air dodges, and he double jumps, and he's still super far away from the stage. The only way he can get on here quickly is to down B. So what you do is you just stand in this area, and you either react and parry the down B, or if it's the flip one, then you just go for the punish, or he doesn't do that and he has to go low, and then in which case then you can charge your forward strong and and then watch him ride up the wall with his up B. But he plays it so passively, he ends up letting him get back on. Yeah. Oh, and I guess I forgot to mention, of course, the option of him doing an early up B. But if you're waiting to react to down B, you would see that he would do up B here, and then you could just punish him for that as well. So doesn't really recognize it. Misses the punish. Unreal. They're definitely really nervous or something. Both fishing for kills.
Yeah, a little bit of spaghetti time right after that roll. They both were just like,
Yeah. All right, but the classic dash attack forward strong coming out from Jet again, able to give him the lead. And this is great if you're Jet, because now you. Oh my gosh, reverse forward tilt. That is wild. What in the world? That's all right. I mean, just to be clear, I mean, like, throwing out forward tilt and stuff like off of a dash attack from Raster is like very good. I mean that's like you're trying to zone him out, but holy moly, look at that hitbox.
Yeah, that was an awkward hit. And then of course, like he's not DIing for that because who expects to get like reversed by forward tilt in that way?
Yeah. Oh, nice extension. I like this combo string from Jet. He throws out the side B right after that forward air. He's landing and drifting forward.
Yeah, almost was able to cover past the air dodge even though he whiffed the forward air just because he was in such a good position.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, I guess Mast really prefers throwing out fireballs when they're mid to long range from the opponent. But there are some cases that we can see when he's falling that he can really capitalize off of the only move that would reach in this case, which is fireball. So fireball people, I think, don't really, or I mean, I'm sure Mast does it plenty of times. He's a top player. But you can really benefit off of close range fireballs because that's when it's unreactable to the opponent, and you can still get those attempts at following up if you read like an air dodge or a double jump, which almost everyone does after getting hit by a fireball. But instead we see him like go for back airs. So he goes for Nair there. Here he goes for a back air where a fireball definitely would have hit. The back air is relying on Jet to like run up and like try and punish him for landing, but the fireball hits at both cases. Wow.
Ooh.
Alright, so last stock still. Now he used... Oh, okay. Wow.
Alright.
He actually recovers here. I don't know about that. So, he gets up beat.
He double jumps. Too.
But the problem I noticed is that he never refreshed his double... he never refreshed his double jump.
Right.
You have all of this space. So you use your double jump here, well then just down B.
Right.
But, I don't know. Anyway... And so Jet really should realize, oh, he only has an air dodge, and that really limits Zetterburn a lot. But he doesn't capitalize off it. He's really fishing for these forward strong charges. And now Mask can like maybe capitalize on this, this anxiousness Jet's feeling because he hasn't closed the stock out. There's the close range fireball, and he does it.
Yeah.
But doesn't get a clean follow up off of it. There's another close range one. I like it.
That was so close.
What are they doing? Oh, wow. So, I guess let me just talk about this real quick. I mean, it's pretty unprecedented for this much close range, this much, being close range without actually throwing something out. Because Zetterburn always has shine. He can always just throw out a shine. Yeah. At worst, both characters have jabs. And then, of course, you have Fireball. So it's funny that so much movement was happening right next to each other without something really being thrown. Oh my gosh. That's like just a pure, like, read that he's going to be in that exact position. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And on Raster, like, you can get back, right? So it's not like a crazy risk, it's not like Toon Link where like the downer is gonna kill you.
Right. But, it's not as bad because he can make it back, but
right.
He air dodges here, and then what if he just charges up B again in this exact spot? And I guess maybe he thought he was gonna hit him if he did charge it there, but he wasn't, I'm pretty sure. And so
yeah, I mean, up B does make you bigger, but yeah, I don't think he would have caught him if he did it right away.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so like a high recovery up B, seeing that he falls down would have been really, really bad. I'm actually really surprised at how close that game got with how much more Jet was capitalizing off of hits, in my opinion, this whole game. But I think that can easily happen if you yourself are racking up a lot of percent and you're closing the stocks out before your opponent, but when it comes down to last stock or something, you're not actually closing it out. That can happen. It can allow anyone to bring a game back. So very close. But Jet's up 2-1 now, and then they go back to Merchant Port. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so this is a pick that I was saying that I know a lot of Zetters do like this stage, so.
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, actually, yeah, I just realized, yeah, this was the first game. This was game 1 and Mass won, so he went back here. I guess either Jet doesn't care about the DSR rule or he didn't realize it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly forgot where they won where game 1 happened, so.
Yeah.
Who knows? If anything, that's like more reason for us to like put DSR into the game. So then like, the problem is though, I still like it as a gentleman's rule. Yeah, because the problem is if you hard program it, it's like it does like limit the stages in like a set, right? Whereas
yeah, it does.
I do like it how in Smash it's like, yeah, if the person says no, then you can't do it. But otherwise, yeah, you can go back to the same stage if like both players are fine with it.
Right. So, a kind of interesting edge guard scenario that we saw Jet trying to do at the start here. Once he does start edge guarding, he like keeps him cornered with these tilts, and then like just like this, like he throws out a down tilt, gets him off stage. He tries to catch him with an up tilt, it doesn't hit, so he kind of just retreats, and he gets this quick wave land, and then he still keeps him pressured because he takes center stage right away and goes for a down tilt. So Master's definitely, and even here, this is another place. He lands this nair, and he's definitely banking on Mass holding like the center stage, but I think he just misspaces this F tilt.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Mass doesn't get a punish off it.
Yeah, he still ends up getting hit by a dash attack because he went for the down strong over something like a jab or a forward tilt. Wow.
I can't believe this dash attack worked. It looked like, if you look at Mast here, it looks like he was pretty prepared for it. And he wave dashes back and everything, but Jet gets this jab out so fast that he still gets stuffed because he doesn't throw out his F tilt fast enough. That's crazy. Throws out this fireball, and then it still gets stuffed. So now he's off stage again. Interesting side B. Really didn't help Jet out at all. Oh my goodness, and doesn't quite get the Gatling because Jet DI's out. It's nice. Alright, he is able to clean the stock up. But once again, I feel like Jet is winning neutral and taking center and like having control of the set so often. But he's at 91%. All of these little hits that Mast has gotten, like putting him on fire and stuff, has, I mean, like it's basically even if he gets one up strong right here. So that, I guess that is like one of the hard parts of this matchup. But we're kind of seeing it one-sided because I think Jet really could be capitalizing on these edge guards a little bit more at least. Obviously Zetterburn has a good recovery. He has mix-up options, but the point of like mixing up is that you should be getting caught sometimes, especially because it seems like I've seen Mast use all of his resources kind of preemptively. Maybe it's like it's been used as a bait to like get Jet to throw out these preemptive holding forward strongs or whatever, but we'll see if he tightens up the edge guarding at all in the rest of the set.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing, like not necessarily for these guys because they're top players, but like for when you're learning is like just getting used to tracking resources takes a while.
Yeah.
Like you knock someone off stage and like, especially Zetter, he's the perfect one to learn it against, but even over time, Zetter has gotten like more and more options as we like buffed his recovery. So you have to watch the down B, you have to watch his double jump, you have to know if he has his air dodge. And once he uses everything, that's when you just go in hard.
Yeah, definitely. So I like this. I mean, we saw this one high fireball. It didn't hit, but it doesn't stop him from throwing out another one pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how. Yeah, he throws out another high one there, and there he catches his jump for like the third time. And so I like these high fireballs. It's definitely different, and even though it didn't work the first couple times, it wasn't hurting him when he threw it out. At least not by a lot. Maybe he got a stray hit off, or he got a stray hit, but nothing too bad. And now we're seeing the fireballs, and he actually dashes back, and he's trying to whiff punish whatever Jet's throwing out. In this case, it was a late whiff punish still, which I think has been hurting Mast because he tries to go in for a whiff punish, but it's a little late, and so Jet gets out some move and it stuffs him out. But he didn't throw out a move, so he gets this dash attack. Wait, I mean, look, he goes for 3 dash attacks, and it doesn't amount to anything, unfortunately. Alright, he's trying to shark him with up airs. Nice, he gets a shine into forward strong. And this is exactly like, I guess, what I'm talking about. It's wild because 5 seconds ago, it's 93% to 40-something percent. And Jet is still like, getting some stray hits off, but he's not putting him off stage. He's not putting Mast off stage, and he's not converting into a kill. And so it just gives the person who is going to have the easier like kill confirm, such as like getting him on fire and throwing out a forward strong. It's just going to make it easier for them because they work on bigger punishes with less neutral wins. Bad DI, ends up losing Mast his stock. And this is potentially his last stock.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's whoa. Where is this coming from? I mean, I like this nair. He goes for the up tilt afterwards. Again, though, I mean, he's not really limiting one option. Fireball. Okay. It's either this is what you go for. You're either reading that he's gonna go for a side B, in which case you just need to parry it if you think he's gonna put the side B in parryable height. If you don't think he's gonna do that, then I think you should be fireballing more often. And you know, I would suggest putting it. I'm not sure. I think you all can see my cursor. I would suggest putting it like around this height. For one, it's ambiguous to the rest. You're like where if they can get on this platform or if they can make it on the stage without getting hit. But also, it just gives you time to, I don't know, to cover the high option while still needing to, or while still being able to cover the low option as well. So anyway, he gets back on. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a crazy exchange. He gets hit by this down B, but he runs in and side B's him point blank in the face. And he gets a dash tech off it, and now he's able to get an opening. And then again, that was the other crazy thing I was noticing, is that Mast like is running up. No wave dashing, no move being thrown out. It's just like running up trying to chase him. It just seems like he's being left behind a little bit by how fast Jet's playing. Oh my gosh. Insane. But it doesn't matter.
I can't believe that's how this match ends.
Yeah, I mean, it's so wild to me. I mean, I guess this is one reason why a lot of people think that Zetterburn does well or wins the matchup is because, I mean, especially from the Raster's perspective, it can feel like you get really hard punished for, you know, getting caught by a stray move, and I mean, that's the truth of it. But the downside is that we're still seeing, I think, some missing key components of the matchup in these games so far. Mainly with like offstage gameplay for both of them, and then kind of like fireball control from Mast, in my opinion. But anyway, Game 5 of this Losers Final
ends
set.
up going to Game 5 for Losers. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like one of the big things too that like for people first getting into like Rivals to remember is when you're playing against Raster, if he doesn't have like his current, sometimes it's not bad to like be mashing attack when even if you're in something like your dash attack, because if you get hit by the current, you have so little hit stun that most of the time you can hit Raster before he can hit you. But the thing is, like, the reason Raster gets more punishes off of it is because like no one's ready, right? Like no one's anticipating like their attack getting interrupted like right then. So I've had times where if I'm doing something like, for example, Clarence dash attack, it's so long that like I usually am just mashing attack during it if I think I could get like interrupted or trade or something.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great point. You need to be ready to like. It's kind of spammy because you press your button, you press A, maybe you press up tilt, and you see the startup coming out, and so you're like, all right, I'm done. I don't need to press A again. Let's see what happens. But then you get interrupted. You have to be ready to press again. Yeah, that's right. And so starting off in this game is so crazy. I mean, like 3 fireballs off the bat, 4 fireballs. I mean, obviously the 4th one only hit because of a probably misinput by Jet, but goodness, I mean, he's definitely stuck to this grounded fireball. Oh my goodness. He's stuck to the grounded fireball game like this entire time. But Jet just ran into it a lot there. But let's see what happens here. So lands it down there.
Mast just gets stuck with no platforms here, and he just like can't get to the ground.
Okay, yeah. The key mistake here. So first off, he got a little mixed up, and he definitely held in times where he shouldn't have held in for a couple of moves. But it's easy to do that for a couple of moves. The real mistake was DIing left still from when you're above Raster, you can't use down air to like mix up which way to hit you. So holding left in that situation only is going to let you DI in a move you shouldn't be DIing in. so great conversion from Jet. And I was really hopeful for, or I thought it was hopeful for Mast with how much fireball pressure he was getting off at first. But still, it was just fireballs, right? Like, we didn't see him get a fireball in the Nair. Like, we look at Raster's percent right now, he's still at 30%.
I think he's only taken damage from fireball so far, because he just got another fireball to start this stock.
Right, when in reality, I mean, if you think they're going to stay grounded, you should go for, like, a wave dash F tilt or a dash attack. But I think the most common thing you see is someone gets hit by fireball either on the ground or, like, maybe just in the air, slightly above the ground. People double jump, like, right away. So you... Like, maybe I'll go for a forward air or a nair. But I don't think we've seen any type of, aggression once the fireball is thrown. The fireball is definitely being used as more of a zoning tool. Because even there, like, he throws out fireball and he dashes back. When in reality, this fireball could have hit.
Yeah. It almost did. It was like a frame away before the...
Yeah, exactly. Oh my, what was that? Wait, it looked like I thought the dash attack reverse hit. It did. What? Wait, what?
He hit with that top weak hitbox, and it looks like Jet was holding out. So you know how, like,
oh my gosh.
I think, like, I made dash attack so long ago, but I literally put, like, behind Zetter's head, there's a hitbox that sends, like, backwards, which, like, 90% of the time doesn't matter. But in this case, it matters because it's like a raster downer, right? It, like, messes up your DI.
Wait, you're saying the hitbox that hit him? Yeah, it actually sends it right. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it sends like behind and up.
Yeah, so to the right.
Happens, yeah, it should be sending up and to the right. So then Jet is holding out because you obviously want to hold. Yeah, left. He's holding left because you don't want to get hit by dash.
The regular
attack.
Dash attack.
Yeah, and what happens is that leads him perfectly to just stay in place for this to work.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it had that hitbox that sent backwards from Zetterburn. I thought maybe it was like a reverse hit of dash attack. But anyway, that's crazy.
The reason I even know it right now is because, like, last week Trevor sent me a picture of the active frames of dash attack, and he's like, Dan, why does this hitbox right here send backwards? And I was like, because
he's winding up. Like, he's winding up, so he hits someone backwards.
I was like, I wanted different angles. It's like, yeah, the hitbox is like really far behind. So like dash attack, he does that big swipe, right?
Yeah.
So like right at the back of the swipe, where like the swipe is ending, is where I put that little hitbox that sends like backwards.
Goodness. All right.
And anyway, here, look, it mattered in Losers Finals Game 5.
It mattered. Losers Finals Game 5. It didn't secure him the kill though. Jet's still alive, and he's taking a big lead. Looking really good for him, honestly. Every time we've seen him have a big lead, he's won the game, I think. So, and yeah, it's 3 stocks to 1 now. That Gatling hits normally, but still DI'd in.
Yeah, the taunt down to full stock, a little brazen. Ooh. By
nice.
Mast.
I like this. All right, I like this string.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we've seen so little of those. Like, we've seen so little quick, I don't know, aerial strings from Mast. And I don't think it's because of the lack of opportunities. I think it's the lack of making those opportunities.
Yeah, I think Jet has also been like DIing really well in general. So like this one kind of works too because of how low damage Jet was when Mast started it.
Oh no, this string, crazy. And maybe a quick correction. It's like a lack of him like taking advantage of the opportunities that have like come up. Wow, he gets his Gatling. I'm surprised. No, he is pretty low percent, but it doesn't quite kill.
It almost did.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like there are some situations where if you are, maybe you're desperate like in this situation, but also just even when you're not that desperate, you're just sure that they're gonna hold in on your dash attack. If they've really held in, that doesn't just combo into dash attack instant up strong. It combos into dash attack hold for like a half a second up strong. Because it's just gonna work, right? Like, I mean, they've already DI'd in. Their fate is sealed. so take the charge if you're able to, especially at this, like, he's on fire. A little bit of charge would have killed.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. He would have been there. He would have been lingering in the hitbox area for a little longer.
Mm-hmm. And that was like the latest part of dash attack too. Oh man, I guess another thing we haven't seen. I'm not sure if we've seen a single Shine up strong, but now I'm not sure if we've seen too many situations where I can like you could be expecting those, because we haven't seen a parry at like really high percents or like kill percents. I don't think. I think most of the parries we've seen were at low percent against Jet. But what makes me think about it is here. I mean, he baits out this dash tech from Jet like perfectly spaces it out, and what he wants to do to punish it is go for a dash tech. And it's a little slow, right? If you go for Shine up strong there, I mean, it's not off of a parry punish, it's off of a whiff punish, so it's harder, but that would definitely work, and, you know, now it's even stocks at least.
Yeah.
Now Jet definitely has had this, like, issue where he is doing this. Like, if we look the last 10 seconds, he's throwing out, like, 4 strong attacks. And this is kind of like what happens on the Tower of Heaven game, where Jet had this lead, and I thought he was going to win the game, but he fished so much, and he couldn't secure kills otherwise, and so Mass is able to bring it back.
But the dash attack, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Jet won the Tower of Heaven game, but he still brought it back really close. But anyway, so it doesn't go to the last stock. The dash attack forward strong, we saw that at the start of the game. We see it now. Good stuff to Jet for closing that one out.
Yeah, I think we definitely saw him relying kind of on the dash attack F strong to just at high percent, but I mean, he wasn't able to get those strongs just kind of raw at a neutral, so it makes sense to kind of lean on what's working for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I tend to like usually when I do set analysis, especially on stream, is like I'm doing it for subs or something. And so if a sub submitted it, I might have some closing words for that specific person, like I like advice or tips. But in this case, I guess it's just general. I mean, obviously, if you watch the VOD or the whole analysis, you might gain something from it. But the main things I saw there were, well, I think they both were a little too reckless off stage, sometimes. And if they weren't being too reckless off stage, like throwing their whole bodies out there, then they were being way too passive. And I don't think there was almost ever a like, oh, that person got off stage, they edge guarded it correctly the entire time, they got their stock. We didn't ever see that, I don't think. And so that's one thing that, some people can always work on. And then of course there's, I think, fireball placement on Matt's part, and then just being a little bit more patient to get the kills for Jet. Like he managed to get some up tilts that were really great, and maybe you can look for those more, or just anything to into an upbeat. But yeah, I mean, that was a great set to watch. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was Losers Finals. Let's go to Grand Finals. It looks like it's Jet versus SNC.
Woo!
Yeah, so SNC's playing Zedabrain? What? Does he do that now?
Maybe.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Never mind.
it was probably from the last.
Yeah, it was from the last set.
Character. I was about to say, if he's doing it, I was like, it's going to be specifically for Raster because he is a Crag main. Yeah. But I mean, it's been a year since I've seen a lot of SNC stuff, like because he's been to Genesis now before.
Right.
But yeah, I've only really seen him play Crag ever.
Yeah. Same. Okay, so
what do you think of this matchup? By the way,
Merchant Port. What's that?
What do you think of this matchup, by the way?
Yeah, so I think Raster probably wins, slightly, but it's one of those things where, I mean, if you know how to hit hard enough with Crag and get, I think the biggest thing about fighting Raster for every character is just edge guarding them. Like you can't let Raster back on for free. He has one of the better recoveries. I guess that's the main point. It's like the characters that have like the best recoveries, which are usually the air characters. So like Apsa, Raster, Eliana. If that's their biggest strength, then you have to make it as little of a strength as possible. And no one's perfect. Like everyone has habits and flaws when it comes to recovering. And so I think that's where you, oddly enough, I think that's where you have to put like most of your brain power, including in this matchup. Because whenever you do finally get that chain, those fair chains, the dash attack, forward tilt chains, whatever you do that gets them off stage, you should be able to close it out, as much as possible. So if you're good at that, I don't know, I don't think this matchup can be that bad, or is that bad. You have rock that is not just, I mean, it's normally just rock, right? But also it's something that can stop slipstream. It's something that can block Raster's way of getting back onto the stage, even if it's like something he has to commit to throwing a hitbox out. It's not like Raster's moves are really disjointed, so if he's committing to throwing a hitbox out to break your rock, then hit him while he's doing it. So, I don't know. I guess those are my general thoughts. We'll see how it goes, though. Obviously, Raster's a killer when it comes to comboing. So, and he can definitely edgeguard Crag really well, if you're not careful.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed over the years of watching, commentating like top 8 of Rivals is like whenever we see this matchup in like a top 8, it's almost always like crazy in one direction, right? Like we've seen some Crags like MSB and a couple others when they're playing well, just like 3-0 a Raster and like knock them out. But then we've also seen it the other direction, and like it's very rare that we see like Game 5 Crag versus Raster, like when they're both playing well, right?
Ah, that's interesting. I've definitely never made that connection before. That's really cool. What a throw! What a throw
this is actually sick.
That's funny. I mean, he just goes a little bit too high.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That was like a bit of a read and a bit of like, what else can SNC do there, right? Like, there's no way he could cover that much distance.
Yeah,
so, like,
he's just like, all right, I'm just gonna throw this up.
Option.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It was a little bit of both. I mean, what he needed to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a little bit of what I was talking about. If you're not careful recovering, you will just get destroyed because this character has a billion jumps and he will hit you. I don't really like this down strong from Jet. I don't know. Like if you throw out, I mean, if he just took, if SNC decided to use a couple of resources and just take his time a little bit, that would have been terrible for him. That would have been terrible for Jet. Or even if he just went for a side B. I mean, it's not like they're gonna spike Crag in this side B. So kind of a risky move. But
yeah, it's risky. But the one reason I don't mind it is like a lot of, because like you're watching your opponent, right? And like just seeing, it kind of looks like Jet puts himself in a bad situation. Like that can just mess you up in the sense of like, now you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting to like have this slight advantage. Like, what do I do here?
Yeah,
and that just that split second of like having to make a new decision is kind of what leads Jet into just being able to like get a KO, like get the kill, right?
I totally see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people's playstyles in like a bunch of games, but like I'm thinking of like Melee and Rivals, or like Ultimate or whatever. Like a lot of people's playstyles do revolve around throwing out options that necessarily aren't really that good, but you're putting so much pressure out and you're forcing your opponent to, you know, keep them honest in a sense that if they're not honest in that exact moment, they're gonna, you know, not be able to punish you, and so you've gone away with something that could have net you a big reward and not as much risk as you could have, you know, taken, or not as much punishment as you could have taken. But anyway, I mean, that's just so unfortunate. So he does this up B, and this is like, you know, you almost never want to up B too far away from the stage. But I mean, there are cases where you have plenty of mix-ups as Crag, but being this low is not a good start. Anyway, and so he just gets clipped by this forward air, and now it's already even. And what percent was he at? 82? Yeah, that's a little too early to be dying.
Yeah, it's early for Crag.
The classic pull a rock, wait for them to roll 3 times while I'm invincible, and then you throw it. Great. I kind of like that up throw, except it would be good if there was no platform there. Because of the platform, it's not actually helping you at all. But whatever. He still gets all this pressure. Jet's rolled in like at least 5 times. Wow, great punish from Jet here. Wave dashing behind. So this is something that I like to see. And you know, just by the nature of not having shields, or I don't know, it makes this option a lot stronger than a lot of people use it for, or than a lot of people make it seem, because they don't use it that much. But someone's falling in front of you, like right here. What do? I mean, you can try and parry. Sure, there's one thing. You can try and intercept them before their hitbox comes out. So maybe that's throwing out an anti-air grounded tilt, or maybe that's jumping up and trying to hit them. The other option is, if you're pretty sure they're not going to throw out a move that hits both in front, below, and behind them, then you can just wave dash behind them here, and then punish them afterwards. And this negates the movement where you'd have to wave dash in. So that negates the opposite, where you come here, wait for him to throw out a laggy forward air, and then you try and wave dash in down tilt, well, now you have all this time to down tilt, you know? You don't have to do that movement anymore. You've saved all those frames because you've taken the risk earlier on of going behind him. So I really like this. I really like punishing falling options like that.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Oh, he used his pillar. His pillar is still over there on the bottom left.
Yeah, that's almost the same exact spot as the first stock, honestly.
No, it is. That's what it is. It's still the same pillar.
Oh, it was the same pillar. Oh, sorry.
Isn't that crazy?
he just landed on it. Okay.
No, that's what I thought at first too. I was like, wow, he pillared really fast, but he jumped off, and I was like, wait a second.
That's still, yeah. That's an interesting point of having a low pillar, right? Is like now he still has it, because even for someone like Raster, like you'd have to go out there, right? Because your current's not going to be hitting.
Yeah. Right. All right, so he's really carried him across the stage a couple times now. I think SNC did a misinput there, and then he's trying to, whiff punish with a dash attack, which is a little slow. And then probably like the most, a little more questionable thing is like throwing up his down tilt. I mean, it really covers if he's thinking Jet's going to wave dash in or go for a down tilt of his own. But otherwise, yeah, this fair's going to make him pay for it. Let's see, he side Bs. Oh, but he actually makes it to the stage. So that's not a bad side B. Up Bs against the wall. This is the first time we've seen this. What's his recovery? Oh, I like it.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I like that a lot. That was really slick. Actually, I'm stealing that. But anyway, Jet kind of, he's probably played SNC a good amount of time. And, I mean, just in Crags in general, it's like, their recovery is deceptively pretty good. Just
right.
Like, first of all, if you're going to hit them. And they're close enough to the wall. They're just going to tech nair or something, tech back air. And so you have to be careful of that. But also, I mean, you have to be careful of rock and the shards. And so I don't blame, this is the first time, again, like I said, this is the first time this edge guard situation has happened. We're like almost 2 minutes in. So if you want to just like get some data the first time, then I'm all about it. Wow. Jabs his side B. Wow, okay, well this was interesting to me. We see SNC in the corner. They're both on the opposite side of the stage. And then he throws his slipstream, and then he goes in. I was expecting a rock pool from SNC here, before the slipstream came out. But anyway, crazy committal option by Jet. Ends up getting the stock. Nice. Alright, now he pulls rock, throws a neutral. I think this was the perfect idea. It was just unfortunate. Like, he jumped too soon, and he also jumped too high. If he did a short hop forward air or a short hop up air or something, it would have worked out better for him. But he gets clipped by the shards. But the classic Crag Nair. The combo breaker Crag Nair. Gotta love it.
And that wasn't even like the normal combo breaker hit. That was like the backside of Nair. But the backside of Nair is even better for follow-ups, right? So the backside of Nair led him to the up air, which he closes the stock.
Yeah,
off a combo break.
Yeah, you could probably argue like both sides are like all hitboxers are pretty good as long as they give you the right DI. Like it's good combo breaker for comp follow-ups. But yeah, right? I don't know. I think all of them I just consider a combo breaker because of those exact situations. They're really, really common. You miss your follow-up, your string, and you overshoot it a little bit, especially if the Crag DI'd in. Well, then you're behind me, and my Nair's gonna hit all around me. So
I feel like the one we see the most though is the first one, just because it's like diagonal down forward. It's like such a common spot for your opponent to be.
You're right. It is the most common. You're right.
Ooh.
And that we just saw the game finish here. Let's see what happens. So again, I feel like SNC's caught standing very recently, like not really moving it much at all. There's the slipstream part you're talking about where he's not pushing anything, and so he just gets caught standing there with this forward air. And then this DI doesn't help him until he finally decides to DI out from the sweet spot. Ugh, little rough.
Yeah, Jet taking full advantage there. That's the biggest thing in Rivals is the whole like you get caught not DIing correctly, and then by the time you do, you just get killed for it. It happens against so many characters, and it's like it's really the thing you have to just like practice, because like that's how like I just get destroyed because my DI is not great still.
Right. Yeah, that it'll kill you. So we've already noticed, or we've already seen at the start, where SNC has started to pull rocks again. I think throughout the beginning and maybe the middle of the last game, he was pulling a lot of rocks, and it was, you know, doing good. I just think he stopped pulling them for some reason, even though he had a lot of space to work with. And so I think that ended up hurting him. Let's see what happens this time around. Wow, I love that Nair.
Yeah, that was sick.
I love this Nair. Instantly falls through Nair.
I love how he even got to the platform too. It was super
Yeah, it's great.
smooth, and then the
He
Nair.
tries to convert off of Nair 1 here. I really like that. Okay. Out of the corner, he's just waiting patiently. Alright, there. Now he's given enough space. He pulls rock. He throws it a little early, though. But that I like. He jumps, throws it down, and that's a little different than what he's been doing. Catches Jet off guard. Oh, he doesn't jab. He goes for down tilt. And he doesn't DI perfectly. That's pretty good DI. If you DI just up and left here, I'm pretty sure you die off the top. Maybe I could be wrong. I think if you DI up and left there, you just die off the top. Or maybe that was the up and left DI. But it was close. Doesn't get it, though.
Yeah, with Crag could be the one character that could maybe survive that, but most cases you're gonna die off the top.
Yep. Alright, and I mean, this is the part of the matchup that's really hard, is when your rock's on the other side of the stage, and you are comboed on the other side. And you have to try and figure out a way to break out of this combo. Or whenever the Raster inevitably like drops it and you land on the stage, is he gonna keep on pressuring you? And you have to like maybe throw out a parry or a quick move, or is that not what's gonna happen? You guess wrong and then you just keep getting hit. We've seen not too much down B. You can definitely argue, and it would be a good point, and it would be valid that down B gets you parried, and that's something you want to avoid. But not using it ever is also not threatening. So I like that he tried to down B here. I'm not sure if he actually just tried to pick up the rock and was holding down for some reason, but I like to see it at least being put into play. He did it once at the start of the game too, but nice.
Yeah, I feel like Raster is airborne enough, especially with on a stage with platforms where like you can use it in cases where you can't get parried, but it's just like you need space, right? Like you need to.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. So I guess Jet didn't have his slipstream, and so he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna really be able to pressure him in the corner. I'm gonna throw it out and then throw out this forward air." So I think what we're seeing a lot right now is SNC has these openings, and maybe he gets a couple of hits. Oh my gosh, what a read! Nice, but he doesn't. He's not getting openings that lead to much. You know, if we think about some of his kills, I mean, like maybe just going back to that Nair where he broke out of the combo, and then he converted that into an up air. That's not really his opening, right? Like that's him getting a reversal because Jet kind of messed up. I don't know. I think we're not seeing many like setups to getting a kill, which a big part of that is supposed to happen off stage, but he hasn't had the chance to yet. He hasn't had the chance to too many chances of throwing Jet off, and now Jet's taking a full stock lead.
Yeah.
And we've seen this a lot too, where he's expecting slipstream. I'm pretty sure he is. So he might crouch it, or he crouch cancels the hit. But whenever he gets hit by slipstream, I don't think we've seen him take it and oh no. Well, I don't think we've seen him take it and like get something off of it. Like there he goes for a parry. But yeah, we haven't seen like throwing out another move or like a hitbox and throwing it or something. I don't know.
Oh, that was cool.
That was good. That was good recovery. He gets him off stage. Let's see how he gets his edge guard. I think that was the perfect idea, and it almost worked out. You want to like, I think Crag does this against like almost everyone, but you know, in this matchup, when there's not like a quick good burst option for Crag to have to prepare for, like what's worst case that happens here? Jet up Bs. I mean, he gets hit by then SNC gets hit by the weak hit, goes nowhere, and then he just punishes the Raster. So you don't want to be in that position as Raster. You could go for a tornado, but I mean that's reactable, and he'll just throw out a forward air anyway. So you always want to be, you almost always want to be above your opponent if you're going to commit to an aerial edge guard. You might want to prepare that edge guard for like by throwing out a rock first, like at an arc, or putting it down B so that they can't go low or something like that. And then they've committed to going high, and then you go high with them, something like that. But he gets his forward air ready. The air dodge is just greatly timed by Jet that it doesn't connect. And he even goes for the Nair because it's his fastest option to try and cover the air after a full hop, but it doesn't quite connect. And so I think that was a good attempt at an edge guard. There's nothing wrong there. He just needs to get into more of those situations. Let's see. We're here again. Perfect.
Yeah.
The goal here is you just stay above your opponent. So look, he jumps here. He's like, oh, he's not here yet. Let me air dodge. He probably air dodges up or in place. And now he gets to be in the air longer. It's all about staying above your opponent for whenever they inevitably have to come into the stage zone. And then you just fly.
Right. Yeah, and he got to watch Jet blow his air dodge there.
Yeah. That's why you jump early. Because you jump early, and if they try and be reckless and like double jump in right away, then you just cover that. If they don't, then you have to hope that, or you have to plan it so that you can stay out there stalling longer than they can stall out there, like and wait you out. So that's what happened there. But then he does this down up B, which I don't really like. I mean, let me see. Let me pay a little more attention now and see what resources. He uses air dodge and double jump. He has no air dodge. And he has like almost no jumps left. Yeah, that up B was very unfortunate. Definitely was a dead raster. But now Jet wins. So
maybe he was trying to not hit him and like put up a wall, but like Raster has F special, so like.
I mean, maybe he was trying. I think he was worried because there is a pillar down there. If you see, he was worried about him landing on it. But if that's the case, then you should do your pillarless recovery, right?
Yeah, but also wait, play it again, because if he actually didn't hit Jet with the hitbox, I wonder if this would have been like a kill secure.
No, it would have. I mean, it would have. Yeah, like I'm saying, he didn't even. I mean, there's a pillar down there, so you should pillarless recovery to remove it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just doing an up B is not the play. I don't think like.
What
like
if
you could try and build a wall, like you're saying, but it's not necessary. Like,
a little to the right, so it did, the hitbox couldn't hit, but it like went right up along the stage.
Yeah, it could have just been unfortunate, but that's I guess my main point is, while there is an up B that works there and it creates a wall that you might want, there's no need because he has no other resources, so it doesn't even matter.
Gotcha. It's
so
interesting.
Jet takes it up 2-0. I mean, bad edge guards happen. It's literally no big deal. I'm not trying to like say, oh wow, SNC, what was that? I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Oh yeah, SNC is in here.
He is. Oh, I can't really see chat right now because I
just brought up the chat. Sorry.
I asked you to do it because all my monitors are being used up right now.
SNC is here. What's up? Yeah. Well, we were saying it's like a bad edge guard, but honestly, like, even with the not doing pillarless, he was like pixels away from it just giving him the kill anyway, right? Because it barely clipped Jet.
Yeah, exactly.
If he was just a little more to the right, like even the pillar up special would have been fine. The fact that he hit him though is what it made it from an edge guard into he saved.
Yeah. Look at this. You see this?
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. He manages, it gets in the air the same frame he's getting hit. So that's like frame perfect interaction there.
It is. I mean, it literally is a frame perfect interaction. It's so funny.
Yeah, because like the literally the frame that the rock spawns as like a projectile is the frame that he's getting hit.
It's pretty funny.
So he breaks the rock too, because he's hitbox is on the rock.
Because he's got a hard beak. All right. So, Fire Capital, I'm all about going to this stage, especially because as a heavy, you're going to live longer, and hopefully you don't let them live too long. I mean, your strong attacks are still going to kill about the same percent. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but it's still going to kill early.
Yeah.
Okay, gets his rock. I like it. Oh my gosh! That was nuts. He crouch canceled the jab and then parried. You see that? I like that a lot. Not many people crouch cancel jabs. And if they do, it's not really intentional and they're not ready to parry it. So that was cool. I like that. He's ready for this edge guard. I'm not a fan of the up B, but that's fine. I mean, there's probably some play here that I just don't know yet because I'm not SNC or I just don't play Krag enough or something. Or maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. Either way, I feel like it gave him... Like, if he just wanted to take his time, he doesn't even have to break this. He can just wave land next to the pillar. Anyway, but SNC... takes the high ground, and Jet runs into this back air. Oh my gosh, he was trying to re-grab the rock and throw it up. That would have been so slick.
Yeah, that's cool.
He did re-grab it.
Yeah, and then he still even gets the throw up eventually.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
After getting hit.
I like this exchange is pretty funny. I mean, a little bit too committal by Jet, obviously, but I mean that was pretty great. I liked it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, trying to do some wall jump shenanigans. Trying to feel himself. I like it.
I like
Gets
it too. Craig doesn't have like a lot of movement. Like he doesn't have fast movement options, right?
Wow.
So like anything you can do to get like a little bit extra movement is pretty dope.
Yeah, exactly. Now this is a crazy sequence. First off, he throws the rock forward. A lot of Crags would just throw the rock down here so that they get extra height.
Yeah.
But he throws it forward, knowing full well that he's going to approach. Gets this side B, armors through it, and I'm not sure if an up B facing to the, like if he up B's him from this side going this way, I'm not sure if that kills. So I mean, maybe he knows for a fact it wouldn't kill, but I would have given it a shot because I'm not sure. Either way, dash attack up strong doesn't work. Nice, he gets a parry and he grabs the rock. I like that. He's approaching slowly. This is kind of what you want to do. You approach slowly. You jump with the rock in order to like bait an option. If they don't give it to you, then take your time. Who cares? Okay, now this is kind of awkward. That was the absolute worst thing Jet could have done, but okay. He throws out his side B to get parried.
The side B is kind of funny because yeah, it was surprising in that I think I would expect shards to like come out from like any attack.
I wonder if he thought that. Yeah.
Yeah, but SNC was just ready for the side B projectile itself.
Yeah. That's actually pretty fun. You're probably right. Maybe he thought the side B would break it, or if he just wanted to see. But
or maybe he knows it doesn't break it, and he's like, that's a good bait to like for someone who's looking for shards. But I think the timing of like pairing shards against current is like the same anyway, right? So,
yeah. I mean, you react to both. It's not like it's a timing thing even, right? It's just like you're reacting to both.
Your parry's 8 frames, so if a projectile is flying across the screen, like it's gonna be like the same timing.
Right. So, this like stalling in the air tactic is commonly used in neutral as well for Krag, where you want to just like kind of be above your opponent and be ready to forward air them, because if they DI in at the wrong percents a couple of times, you kind of just fair chain them and they just die. But or you can get something else like a down B or down or something. So we kind of see that here. So he gets this dash attack, and he's basically, for all intents and purposes, he's kind of just off stage here. And so he's already preparing by jumping up early and being above his opponent. He sees that he air dodges in, and he just lands because, I mean, honestly, he couldn't really throw the forward air with this timing. He might have accidentally landed on one of the platforms if that was the case. So he just lands and then calmly like jabs, knocks him off stage again. Now this was a little too committal of a jump or an edge guard, I think. But he only gets clipped by the forward air because Jet comes in a little bit too much. But regardless, this is like a best game for SNC yet. Yeah, I was gonna say he just needs like a parry to secure a stock. Or, one more edgeguard sequence. A couple of fairs will do it, honestly. So good stuff. Now he has a big lead. Let's see what Jet can do. He down tilts. I like it. Oh, that was really scary. Whenever Jet has won almost every interaction when it's come to him getting hit, when SNC has gotten hit by the slipstream. So the fact that he drifts back here and Jet misses his forward air is kind of huge for SNC because you never know what can happen off of an opening like that. Because Raster's going to have all that grounded movement speed to like chase you. Now he has no rock. He has to be careful of that. Again, he gets hit by slipstream and he starts to crouch. I'm not sure if he's like trying to parry instantly or I don't know what that is. But it hasn't really worked out yet. Ooh, a nair. Could have taken his time probably. Oh, I like the down B. He's completely below Jet. There's no way he parries it. And he throws out this down B. I like it.
Yeah, kind of restrict the access to that part of the stage.
Yeah, I've seen this a few times. I haven't mentioned it yet. I kind of keep forgetting. But there are situations where you can't really combo an aerial into down B per se as Crag, but you can definitely keep someone like you can put a lot of pressure out or just get these untrue strings comboed together if you use an aerial and then use down B right away. So one example like is right here. He back airs him and Jet's gonna land on the ground. And so if he just did like a down B here, the only thing Jet could have possibly done to counteract it was to parry like right away.
Gotcha.
But in this case, Jet decides to, oh my gosh, Jet decides to run away, so it would have worked. But I wonder if he's gonna throw those out at any time throughout the set. Crazy goes for this deep edge guard because he needs to bring the game back, but SNC calmly recovers. Yeah, he's definitely fishing for, oh my goodness. He's definitely fishing for the kill. SNC almost gets that like parry bit.
Yeah, the weak up strong there. Ooh, still living.
Nice. SNC kind of held his hit stun here. He didn't double jump too early. He went really low, and then he used his air dodge eventually whenever he was safe, instead of getting caught by that high slipstream. Alright, gets this. Wow, goes for the down air as well. Now this is a little scary. You're kind of on the top platform. You could have gotten tornadoed.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this holding down. He holds down after the slipstream, so he falls to the platform. The idea here though is this is really good. A lot of people don't do this, in my opinion. When you get hit by slipstream, you don't have to double jump. You don't have imagine like SNC's in the air here. You don't have to double jump. You don't have to air dodge. You don't even have to throw out a move. If you just input fast fall, sometimes that's just good enough to get you out of the situation fast enough from the rasters. Like you don't have to commit to an aerial or like a resource. You can just fast fall. And so he kind of does that, but it's on the platform. But he goes through it. So I don't know. I think that's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's an instant fast fall. Like you're supposed to be, like you have lag. You get hit by a move, and like you land on a stage or the platform, and then like you have like a landing lag. Well, the slipstream like completely removed it, and he like fell instantly here. You can take advantage of that in the air though as well.
Yeah, I never thought to use it to fall to a plat because the hit stun's so short.
All right, so I mean, this game has gotten like brought back completely. So
yeah,
it's even game, even though SNC had a huge lead. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I just realized Jet right now in terms of the tournament, because Jet's coming from losers, right? So this is like,
oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reset then.
Yeah, that's the reset. I mean, I think SNC stopped playing with his rock at the very end here. He doesn't play with it the same way he does when he's in the lead and there's like, less pressure than last stock. But it's hard to play the same way. I think like it is in a way optimal to hold your rock, jump, wait for their reaction, then throw it forward or delay it or something like that. But he kind of doesn't do that, and then he doesn't get the chance to ever again.
Yeah, 144. I mean, if you get hit by the sweet spot, even as someone as heavy as Crag.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
All right, Grand Finals.
Grand Finals set 2. Ooh, clean connection. Also, new stage. We haven't been here. They went to a different stage, starter stage. I wonder if that was a difference of who got to ban first? No, they probably were on the same lobby, so I don't know. Oh, no, maybe they reset their lobby. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably just struck different stages. Because it
doesn't get a connection, but he goes for the down B. Yes. Okay, I like this. So he actually does go for this down B here. I think he wasn't really expecting Jet to be off stage, honestly. It was just like an option coverage. Because in this position, as the opponent, and even honestly as the Crag, you don't have to know if the first spike is going to hit on the platform or on the ground. So that in and of itself is a mix-up. But it ends up working out because Jet tries to reset by going off stage, and it really gets him caught. Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge lead.
Oh, and he doesn't get the parry on the side B. Okay. Oh, it's parried there though. SNC has really good DI so far. He's not getting comboed super hard. Oh my gosh! Okay, he's alive. Oh, he tried to parry the down strong here though. Doesn't get it. One thing you can do, if you know, or you see that they're charging and you're pretty sure they're just gonna keep charging, is just jump away from the pillar. So wait, hold on, right here, because he waits a second. Like first off, let's see. He crouches and then he waits and then he tries to parry. Instead of going for that crouch right away, you can just run off and like try and go around. And then whenever they inevitably hit the pillar, then you do a pillarless, and then they have to do their whole recovery, and you're on stage.
Interesting. Yeah.
I like that falling nair. After the air dodge, he instantly does a nair. That's good. Also, just, I mean, like, that's one option you could do. If Jet didn't hold the down strong, that wouldn't have even been possible. No tech, bounces off. You love to see it. Wow.
So
Nice.
much projectile damage in like a short burst. He hits him with current, a rock, and a shard all over like
That's great.
30 frames, basically.
Rock, slipstream, shards.
Yeah.
As not the Craig.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. Good aggression by Jet off stage. I kind of think he could have committed a little bit more. Oh, yeah. I think he had at least one more jump, and he had his air dodge. I think he could have air dodged up here and kept following SNC with another forward air, would have secured the stock. But either way, misses the tech on the down strong. Now he's trying to get some big combo to bring it back, because he's basically down almost a stock.
Right.
Okay. Oh, no. So, I mean, I would think, I don't know, after such a delay of Jet being there, I would think you would hold left here just to hold out. I mean, I don't know, maybe holding into a DI mix-up as well, but getting out of the combo starter as much as you can would have been nice.
Yeah, Jet's pretty much brought this back now.
Yeah, I mean, he has, right? But up till up air, nice. On bad DI, we'll take this. Ooh, a nice movement by Jet here. I like it. He gets this slipstream forward air, and he like does this dash back and preparation for like a DI in, and so he ends up getting it because he ends up getting the string because he waited a second with some movement. It's kind of like shield stop. I mean, not to say that it's anything like shield stopping, but in melee. But you know, you can run one direction after a throw, and then shield stop, and then by the time your shield comes out, you can like react to which way they actually DI'd, and then try and follow up from there. So it's like a similar thing. Like you kind of just dash dance in place that you've kind of committed for one way, but you're able to follow up another.
Gotcha.
Oh. All right, good stuff. Let's see how the edge guard goes. I was just gonna say that platform kind of isn't helping SNC here, because you want to be up in the air, right?
Yeah.
Kind of not helping, but he throws out a rising forward air and it catches him. So good stuff. Oh, and he didn't expect Jet to try and land back on quite so soon. But he's got him off stage again. Oh, this is this is a bad spot for it. Nice, good down B. Good down B, forward air. Nice, nair into up air, perfect. All right, I really like that. That was a very solid edge guard. Jet, yeah, he kind of committed by going low. Once you've gone low and you have to land on the stage, down B is a great option. I don't know why he up strongs. Maybe he wanted to dashing up strong.
Yeah,
you can confirm down B into up strong. So that's probably what he wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, set 2. SNC takes his first game.
Let's go.
Whoa. What happened here? Gets caught. Smaller stage. Could argue that it's better for Crag because he gets more edgeguard situations because he stage carries easier. But we'll see. Good jabs. Okay, there's a lot of movement here. Oh, and there's the down B. Nice. So this is a situation where you're in neutral, and you know that the Raster is above you, or you know he's not on the ground. And like throwing out down Bs here, at least sometimes, is very, very good. Like, I mean, I don't think we saw this much in the first set. So I'm glad he's using it right now. And it's very good to do under a platform too, because that means they can't just jump over and like punish you, and like you know, coming from above, because you're under a platform. Jet really took his time on this edge guard, or this recovery, and that was really good. I mean, yeah, that was just a good recovery.
Yeah,
Ooh.
since he's been able to pretty much get back on stage like every time we've seen him pillar up against the wall.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Crag does. He pillars against the wall and then he gets back.
Yeah.
That might as well be his motto. Oh,
I feel like some characters can like challenge it better than others, but yeah, a lot of times.
Yep.
Crag does get back.
Yeah, he does. All right, so we didn't see any down Bs here on this edge guard, or did we? Maybe at the start when he was really low. Does he down B here? No, he doesn't. I don't know. No down B, no rock pool. And I think that's why it was less successful than the other ones. It didn't. Yeah. So something to keep in mind. We'll see how it works for the rest of the stage. This game. Oh wow. Okay. I'm not sure if that forward tilt was unintentional, but good punish.
Yeah. Didn't look like that's what he wanted to do in that situation.
Right. All right. Goes for the. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't prepare here for this edge guard. He doesn't stay above Jet. He he stays grounded right here until the very end. So Jet's able to get back. Few parries have been coming out from SNC. None have connected yet. Like there, again. Maybe he's trying to parry the slipstream, I don't know. Or trying to parry the follow-up of slipstream. Not sure. But it's getting him hit. Oh, misses his down air. He gets a down tilt on the platform. So SNC up tilts him. Yeah, kind of just solid neutral by Jet. He's just waiting his time out until he can get slipstream in a good spot, and then he commits. And I don't think SNC's making him like Jet's able to play so patiently and choose his spots just right because we haven't seen as much down B or rock to kind of make him commit to an option sooner than he wants to. Oh wow, that would have been crazy connection. I'm not sure if it would have killed, but it would have been good. Wow. What a back air in between the jabs. And he calls out this landing by SNC. Doesn't even put out an aerial. Down strong. Oh wow. Oh. Little bit of fishing, a little bit of spaghetti. Oh no, Jet's classic overcommitment of down strong. but it's kind of what you said before, right? I mean, SNC wasn't ready in this exact situation, so he didn't capitalize off it as much. Even though he did go for the down air.
Yeah, he did try to punish him for it, like we saw having a Jet back against in the losers finals.
Oh,
game one.
Oh, Jet didn't land on the stage. But it doesn't matter because he lands on the pillar that SNC leaves out. Now he's low and he's gone. Okay.
Fast fall. You know, sometimes it's just time to go.
That's how you gotta go. Didn't say where you have to fall to. Sometimes it can be in the blast zone.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get rid of that stock. It's not worth it anymore.
Oh my gosh. He's just running at him. No, I think he could have gotten close enough to him if he wave dashed. But I'm not sure if he was ready for Jet to be that close still. Alright, rock play. Last stock. He's already off stage. I don't know. Throwing a rock there after it's already hit does cover him recovering quickly, trying to recover quickly. But another thing that covers recovering quickly is just neutral throwing your rock up here or something, and then dash attacking, and like on reaction if he does try and like gum here. But if he doesn't, then you have a rock, and you can set up a down B. But anyway, instead he doesn't have rock. Doesn't manage to edge guard Jet. He's back on. Okay, now he doesn't have pillar. Oh, that was really unfortunate, but I think it was just good coverage by SNC. So Jet's in a terrible spot. He used all of his resources almost. and so he's just trying to get back on as best as he can. So he's throwing out some like approaching back airs, but this forward air placement by SNC catches him perfectly, and he knows that he has no resources, and so he's just fair chaining him as much as he can. And then there he tried to react. I guess he thought a strong attack would kill. So either you let him on with some special move and then you punish with a down strong like he just did, or you just forward air him again and then you just start over again.
I feel like F strong might have killed there actually. If he that would have been more of a read than like reacting to when tornado ended. But
yeah,
just kind of
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If you think he's gonna end tornado right in front of you, just like F strong.
Yep. No, you're right.
But yeah,
I mean, when I play Crag, like I basically get down strong the most out of any, because you can. It's kind of like Orcane, right? Like you can just wait, see them do something, and then just run in and down strong.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And we saw another Nair, hits 2 and 3 into up air, connect there, finish the game. So SNC's up 2-0.
Yeah, which is the opposite so far, but
yeah, exactly.
Grand one.
And now he takes him to Spirit Tree, which I don't know, could work for or against you, but I think Rasters usually like it. Nice, good. That was good. I don't know, just good play. He trusts that he's not going to get hit by Jet here. Goes for the jump, throws the rock down. Now it's a reversal situation of who's in the corner.
Would you say Crag even has any like bad stages?
It depends on the matchup, I guess. But I don't know. You could argue if you're big into wall hugging with your pillar that Aramada isn't great for you.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, pillar can get you pretty high though. Like you're gonna get.
I don't think he has.
Wall hugging.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think he doesn't have that great some great stages. Like he definitely benefits off of certain platform layouts. Like I might say, I don't know. We saw Ethereal Gates game 1 this set, but I don't know. I don't think Ethereal Gates is super great for Craig. So we kind of saw it in one situation where the edge guard didn't play out for Essence, or it worked out because he got a rising forward air. But if the platforms are on the sides, then he can't. Then he has to do a more one-dimensional edge guard. He can't just like stall in the air and double jump, air dodge, falling forward air. He can't do that kind of stuff. I don't know. Honestly, I'm terrible at like remembering what all the stages even are. So I'd have to like take a good list, look at the whole list, and then I could comment more on it. But I think it's also like matchup specific, which is true for almost everybody, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, great connection from the down tilt into forward tilt. Whoa, nice. Big rock play. Oh, goes for another parry on the down strong. Doesn't get the connection. And then they're both just like next to each other for a second.
Yeah, they're both just like, what do we do down here?
Okay. Raw forward strong. It's going to steal the stock. Jet has a solid lead, but it could go away. What? Why did he go off stage like that? He's going to lose his stock. This is done. Wait, what is SNC doing? Okay, whatever. It worked out. But yeah, I mean, I think that was a terrible spot for Jet. He just ran off stage, super far down.
Close to the stock, though. He still got it.
Okay. The jab 3. I don't see that too often. Jab up tilt. Oh my gosh, oh, don't do this to him. I hate to see it. I'm not gonna say you hate to see it. I'm gonna say I hate to see it.
I think it's hilarious, dude.
Oh, why did he? Oh my gosh.
Bye-bye. And SNC just does it so cleanly, too. He's like, basically takes all the time he needs to get back and also make sure he dies.
Yeah, right. Like he definitely didn't try and like panic, do it right away, and then end up killing himself.
Yeah. He's just like, all right, let me take my time. I mean, it's a parry, so you have tons of time.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Quick parry by Jet. I mean, he's gonna have to really come back, and now he was just off stage. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, SNC's just being super patient, which is totally the right call here. He's not committing hard, like getting reversaled on the edge guards. He's just reacting to everything.
Yeah.
The one time
you
he
get,
doesn't go for a parry after the slipstream. I mean, I feel like he's been doing it all game. And this time he tries to like wave dash away and he gets clipped by forward air.
Yeah, ends up converting into a kill too.
Yep. Oh my gosh, Jet has been going off. No. Oh, he's dead. He's done. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That up he came
Alrighty.
out.
Alrighty. I mean, good closing out. Good stuff by SNC. I mean,
That was pretty good of SNC to hit. He got the sweet spot of down strong too, which like seemed like the way harder option of them. Like I feel like up strong would have been a lot easier to hit, but he managed to get the sweet spot down strong, which he needed to KO.
Right. I mean, yeah, right, exactly. Man, that was a crazy 2 sets. Both 3-0s.
Yeah, that was weird.
Both 3-0s, but it was good. It was good to watch. I mean, there was definitely some adaptations. I would say Jet did really well the first time around because I think he got way more conversions and a lot more early stocks, which could have just been from SNC's mistakes, or you could say it was like Jet, putting him in position to get these earlier stocks. But he definitely got more earlier stocks the first time around.
Yeah,
I really think that,
SNC said he didn't go for up strong because in case Jet was able to get behind him by drifting.
You don't want to like get yeah.
So that's fair. Yeah, because he waited for him to land with down strong at least. Like you can wait until they're basically right on top of you.
Yep.
One thing that's funny with those 2 sets was how similar they were in that in game 3 of the first one, it seemed like SNC was playing better, but Jet was able to just like get the win in game 3. And then in that game 3, Jet was playing better, but with the pillar gimp and like just the way the game went, SNC was able to kind of close it out.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's pretty funny the way that worked out. I think SNC in the second set did a lot better with presence. Like I think he was way more aware of when Jet couldn't parry something like a down B. So I think he threw more out because of it. And I think he I think he just edge guarded better. I really think that was it. I remember at the start of the set we were talking about or you were asking me about my opinion about the matchup, and it's really about being able to get your edge guards off. And there were a lot more times where SNC got some really solid edge guards and less getting gimped and dying. And so
a lot more rock and down special in like the second set from SNC. Yep. But that's just because he was an advantage more, right? Like he wasn't
I don't necessarily think he was in more advantage. I think he just took advantage of the positions they were in. So it's not about being an advantage if the raster is in a platform in front of you and you're on the ground. He's just not not gonna be able to parry it. Just don't. There's no worry about that. And if you so happen to call out when he's gonna try and approach you and you get hit by a down B, then it's like a combo starter. So it's just all around more positional awareness, I think. I would say like Jet, honestly, he picked his spots well a lot of the time. I think he's just overly committal on edge. I think it's the same thing as the last set or the set with Mast, where he's either all in, down stronging, committing off stage, or he really is just kind of letting you back on sometimes. And that's more understandable, I would say, in the Krag matchup because of rock and like shards and blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sometimes you don't get your combos, sometimes you do. It's just about being more consistent and getting your combos, I'd say. But anyway, that is it for the Australian scene. That was a great losers finals, great grand finals. Thanks for you all who participated. And I mean, Dan says SNC's in chat, so hope you enjoyed. This time around,
let's go SNC.
Yeah, congrats. So this time around, we're going over to EU, and we're gonna have. Oh wait, is this loser? Yeah, this is losers finals. Fire Icy versus Alkahamsi. Oh, I've actually reviewed one set by Alkahamsi before. One of my subs played him or them, and I did some analysis from their set. So that's cool.
Nice.
All right, so I've seen them before, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen Fire Icy.
Yes. Fire Icy came to Genesis last year.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So I definitely have. Yep. Thanks. All right,
and
so
did
Fire Icy's
well.
green. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Zedabrin did it. Yeah, they're probably gonna stick with Zedabrin did it the whole time, unless they have some secondaries I don't know about. But so far, Alkahamsi's doing great. He's punished landings back to back to back here. So there's one. He pairs a fireball, right? Wait, there's this one. He reads that Fire Icy isn't going to land with anything. And then there's this one where he goes for a Shine Up Strong with Punish. If you remember from that one set with Mast and Jet, there was one moment where Jet did a dash attack on FD. I guess it was game 5 then. And although Mast perfectly outspaced it, and he went for a dash attack, since it's too slow, he got parried. Where if he went for a Shine Up Strong on the whiff punish, it would have connected and got the kill. Well, that's exactly what Alkahamsi did here. He whiff punishes this Nair with Shine Up Strong and almost gets him the kill.
Yeah.
So I love to see it. I mean, I love squeezing him some Shine Up Strongs in neutral. He tries to do it again there, I think.
He did. He was just like, let's close the stock out. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing kill confirm. So, I mean, great. I'm honestly just great stock of... It's not that Fire Icy didn't land with different options each time. It's just, like, first time he landed with Fireball. The next time he didn't land with anything, and then he landed with, I think, forward air or something. So, or Nair. And so, it was just guessing right the entire time, and he made it count for as much as he could. So, good stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
that was awesome.
That's how this game's going to go. We'll see, though. I mean, he could die right now for getting edge guarded a certain way. But
Zetaburn? Their Zetaburn seems like terrifying at any moment because, like, yeah, their off stage is so explosive in both edge guard and getting killed.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, and so for a second there, Fire Icy was in bad shape because he fell too far. But then he recovered, and now they're back to the same thing. He forward aired a little bit too high here. Unfortunately, doesn't catch Alkahamsi. But I mean, you could say that's really good of him to have recovered so low.
Yeah.
Wow, these forward airs, good spacing. The jabs are great. That was a confirm. He missed it. I mean, Fire Icy great to. He like drifted in at first, and then he started to drift out. But like, I mean, yeah, we can look at it a little closer. But so out of this forward air, he like drifts in, and so it looks like he's gonna be right here, and then he drifts out.
Okay.
And so that definitely tricks him. But not obviously, but what he could have done is just position it right in between both drift DIs, and the down air would hit both. Gotcha. So takes what could have been a 2-stock lead. Let's see if Fire Icy can bring this game back with this. Not a Shine Up Strong.
Yeah, getting it. He's getting so much out of these shies, like just in neutral. Like the one time he got parried, but like it didn't get punished for it. So like,
right. I mean, yeah, you should definitely be going for Shine Up Strongs as whiff punishes if they're at kill percent. I mean, it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I love doing it as Zetaburn. It's so powerful. And in this case, I'm not sure if Fire Icy messed up his Fireball, because Falling Fireball, which is something we didn't see a lot from before, is another very, very powerful tool. Like Falling Fire. Well, I guess I brought it up. But Falling Fireball is just so good. You don't have to do it straight from the air. You can do it off of a platform. And so
it's just a little high, right? You can see it passing above the shine.
Yeah, and it's all based on whenever you side B. So if you side B at this point, and you keep holding forward and you don't fast fall, then you're just going to go at this height. But if you did it a couple frames later and you fast fell, then maybe it'd be here or here. Like you have so much control over the height of Fireball. This one just doesn't work out. Gets Shine Up Strong for it. So huge lead.
Yeah, it's a big lead.
Oh, I love that connection. I love that wave shine reaction in the up air by Fire Icy. Doesn't get the connection. 2 dash attacks. I was expecting him to go for, in this situation as Zetaburn, almost always shining in place. Shining right here to cover no tech, and then reacting with like a jab or something to cover tech in place or tech roll in is like kind of the idea. Or you can just go for another shine. But he goes for this dash attack instead. So which is like a read that he's gonna roll out.
Gotcha.
Gatling's gonna close it. Nice, good connection. Hit falling the up air is super important. So otherwise you wouldn't get any follow up because he didn't do a full hop, so he wasn't gonna land on the platform. So he would have just been floating in the air. Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. That could have been landing that kind of weak hit forward tilt. Could have gone off stage, but he decided not to. I mean, he has a lead, doesn't need to. Oh, but Fire Icy. That was really tricky movement. I like this. So he like does a fading in jump right here, and with a back air, and then he gets the forward air landing. Uh-oh. This is a bad spot though.
Yeah, almost got him with that charge sign.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I mean, this is great. This is good still. He's still covered. It didn't like get him a kill as early on as some other option he could have chosen, but he guaranteed that he was going to hit him again. And Alkahamzi has done this exact recovery a couple times already, where he's trying to like double jump right at the lower end, where before we saw like Fire Icy did a forward air up here. It didn't land. It was too high up. And that's because Alkahamzi is choosing this very like low profile recovery. But that's just leaves him susceptible to that forward air. Oh my gosh! I can't believe he landed and got this parry. Fire Icy just a little too slow.
And then almost just got KO'd for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely easily could have happened. Oh, the up strongs. The jump call out. And then a shine up strong of his own. Nice. Good stuff. Happy to see that these are two Zyburns very willing and capable of going for shine up strongs outside of parry punishes.
Oh wow, he just
That was
with punish up strong with back air in like the most jank way.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
good timing mix up. It's still Alkahamzi going low here. If Fire Icy, you know, understood that and like was really ready to commit to covering that same option, Alkahamzi would have been in a really bad spot. But this time he doesn't cover it. And there's that falling fireball that I was talking about. So if we look from Fire Icy right now, look at like where the fireball is starting. You see that difference? Isn't that crazy? You have just so much control over it. Let's see. I should have like gone back a few frames instead of going back the full 5 seconds. So he fireballs. The fireball kind of starts to come out. You can see the sprite here, but he fast falls instantly, and so it ends up coming out way lower. Like that's the power of it. It's actually busted. That your opponent just has no like cannot choose to react to which height you choose.
Yeah, so you get to decide. You decide so late because you're basically like inputting a couple frames before the fireball comes out.
Yeah. Oh, great. That's a clutch tech. I thought this forward air was going to seal the game. So Fire Icy, by the way, has completely brought the game back. And he catches his jump, which puts Alkahamzi in a terrible spot, especially after this air dodge. But he doesn't get caught by the shine, which would have sealed the deal. And then he goes straight towards the wall. Techs this. Let's see. Gets back on with the down B. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, so definitely last hit, last stock. And the back hit, it looks like he even DI's probably not perfect out. He probably like maybe did no DI.
It looked like he DI'd that out.
Wait,
it looked like
maybe he did. Hold on.
Still wasn't able to do anything. He like get the
No. I'm pretty sure he did like no DI and then drift out. Because look, he starts using a down strong. Well, I guess you don't have to use it. I don't know. He could.
I mean, it looks like he DI's out and still gets caught.
No, you're right. Maybe he does.
Which is nuts.
Anyway, crazy comeback. That was a 3-star comeback by Fire Icy.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
I think
both players were just kind of destroying each other at different parts of the game.
Yeah, what it came down to was, well, I mean, Alkahamzi really just had a really great string of events for the whole first stock. So in some ways, I mean, you can count that as like not really being a consistent factor in a match because you're not likely to get as many reads back to back to back to back as he did there. And so in a way, this match kind of just started off 2 stocks to 3. And I think we saw Fire Icy more consistently edge guarding than we saw Alkahamzi edge guarding. And we even saw a couple of cases where he didn't seal the deal as early as he could have. So I think Fire Icy's better edge guarding is what resulted in that game. Even though Alkahamzi clearly had great control and you know, presence throughout the whole game as well. So game 2, that was a great game 1. Now they go to Tower of Heaven. Misses his Waveland. Could have gotten an extension there. All right, let's see. We'll see if so Fire Icy I think is really good at covering Alkahamzi recovery. So my last statement was that he was kind of better at edge guarding than Alkahamzi, but maybe Alkahamzi's recovery is a little bit more linear or something. It could always be a different factor as well.
Right.
Good down strong, place the fire. Yeah, these Alkahamzi's recovery seems to always be susceptible to a reactionary forward air or a reactionary forward tilt. Kind of getting him hurt. Now,
yeah, he opted for the fireball there instead of the down special to
Yeah.
like get a double jump back.
Yeah. All right, quick Gatling. Good sharking on the up air. He just wasn't able to get anything off of it. Wave shine forward tilt, super classic at 0 or low percents. Or really any percent, honestly. Oh, wow. So, like, down B, if it doesn't have, like, the big splash hitbox, it can stun you. It, like, puts you in this weird stun state. And so...
Yeah, the little spike hitbox when you're on the ground.
Yeah. So he was stuck for a second there. Wow, good countering forward air. I think Fire Icy's neutral is just doing better right now. He's doing better coming from above, just like that, and Alkahamzi isn't really countering it very well. We'll see how that plays out though. Like whenever Alkahamzi has the platform height, I mean Fire Icy doesn't stay anywhere near him whenever he's falling down. That's not the case when it comes the opposite. Oh, I thought if he hit fell this nair here, he could have converted it into up strong, and it would have killed. But instead, he did all hits of nair and then tried to convert it into forward air.
Gotcha.
Oh, I like the reverse, the wave bouncer B reverse down B here. But he ends up getting clipped by this up strong.
Yeah, all that movement, like all the jukes, and then eventually he still gets hit by up strong.
Yeah, so I think I don't know. Couple of things, I suppose. At this point, it has been. I mean, Fire Icy definitely has been being way more successful on edge guards, but this game. Alkahamzi hasn't really got the chance to edge guard because he's losing neutral way. Oh, he didn't shine up strong him. He's losing neutral much more. And I think that's just. I guess I'll just say, like, to be specific, Fire Icy is picking his spots when to fall on top of Alkahamzi a lot better. And even if he's wrong and doesn't get the hit right away, he's playing faster so that he can get a follow up. And Alkahamzi's not like spacing correctly to counter him. Yeah, I mean, just straight. I mean, nonstop pressure. I think he was a little overwhelmed on this type of stage layout, or at least I mean in this game. I mean, obviously it could have. The thing with like good players, like you can play one game and this can happen. You can play in the next game and then the winner of the previous game gets JV forward or something. It doesn't matter. It's just that's just how this game played out. And so moving on to game 3. Fast-paced games 1 and 2. So takes him to another smaller stage, but we'll see how this one takes out. This one's a little different. Doesn't have the same dynamic as Power's layout.
I really like Fire Icy's use of nair, like in combos. He's getting a lot of it compared to the other two Zetabrins we've watched today. Yeah.
You're right. And this is just putting. I guess it's a little. I guess bad to air dodge in that situation when you see Fire Icy all the way out there, but it's hard not to because you feel a lot of pressure.
Oh yeah, and that fireball just missed you, and like you're already like you're thinking you're about to get gimped already. So I totally relate to that. You just basically like put the air dodge out before you like intended, like before you thought about what was going to happen.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so we noticed a couple of, I guess, follow-up misinputs. Last game, like there were some wavelands that he didn't get, and so he just missed his entire combo. I mean, we saw
right there by Fire Icy looks like melee, where when you be right next to a ledge, and then you grab. That's what that looked like.
That's funny. Yeah, it did. Oh, and then he goes off stage, but then he quickly wavelands on. I just feel like there's way more misinputs from Alkahamzi right now. Like he was stuck on that platform a while back, and there he got hit by Fireball because he missed a waveland or a wave dash. Yeah, so I think maybe he's playing more nervous, or he's just not playing on point as much as he was, game 1 at least.
Yeah.
Not the greatest down B from Fire Icy, but he doesn't die for it. All right, so okay. I mean, this fireball could have. I think this is a good example of like Alkahamzi not playing the same type of edge guarding game as Fire Icy, because Fire Icy would have put a forward air right here, and let's say, you know, if he just drifts forward and doesn't fast fall, he makes it onto the stage, and he probably wouldn't have gotten punished. True, anyway.
Yeah.
So a little bit not as clean as an edge guard, but whatever. I mean, he takes the stock. It's even.
Yeah, a little bit of a flop, a little bit of that. Yeah, just getting that fast fall.
All right, let's see what he gets off of this. Ah, yeah, he's using his air dodges really early now, I think. Like, I don't know what that air dodge was gonna achieve.
I guess just get to the wall, maybe tech. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hear you. That's true. But anyway, he manages to get on. Fire Icy doesn't do it this time, what I was just talking about, where he usually puts a hitbox out in the corner. Doesn't do it that time, but still manages to clean up the stock. And now all of a sudden, it's about to be a 3-0. Pretty dominantly after the start of game 1. That was, oh my gosh. So quick. So quick.
That was actually really sick. And the forward air was so smart too, because like, I mean, I know me personally, like I would just be going for another down air or like
yeah, exactly.
But the forward air is perfect here because like one, it gets the sweet spot, which might even kill it if he wasn't ready to DI it. And two, even if he DIs it correctly like he did, you're still in the edge guard situation then.
Yeah, and that's it for Losers Finals. Kind of pretty, yeah, I mean pretty quick compared to the sets we've seen so far. And I mean, it all came down, in my opinion. It was the first stage. I mean, okay, when in the second game, it was a mixture of like Fire Icy being on top of edge guarding, and Alkahamzi never getting the chance to get an edge guard because he was just losing neutral way too much. And I think he just wasn't ready to counter. Like he never, for example, on the Tower of Heaven game, whenever Fire Icy's like chilling on the top platform, Alkahamzi never tried to aggressively take center stage. He always stayed in the corner. He never tried to like double jump up air preemptively. You know, he was always getting aggressed on himself, and so it kind of hurt him. And then also, whenever he did get edge guards in the other games, he didn't really capitalize nearly as much as Fire Icy did. And I think his recovery was doing great in the first game, Alkahamzi's, but I think it was just the same thing over and over again, and so it was easier for Fire Icy to capitalize.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that was a great set.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Next we have Fire Icy, who is now in Grand Finals versus Zonix.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Your favorite matchup.
We get to see a low tier hero.
Oh my. All right. This is where we end the stream, everybody. Thank you all for coming back.
Finally, a Clarion in a tournament. No, just kidding. I will say though, from back when I was playing Clarion, which was the same time you were playing Clarion, that I liked playing against Zetterburn because Clarion felt good at my skill level against Zetterburns who were also my skill level.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there are higher level Zetterburns that might say that it's still awesome as the Clarion to against Zetterburn.
Yeah, just having the range and also having like a similar game plan in terms of like how off stage and you know how you want to punish off stage works. Just having that much more range is pretty great. Yeah,
exactly. So we do see another game 1 start to Julesvale. See how this goes.
I love Julesvale. I like going there game 1.
Yeah, I like the stage too. Okay, so already, you know, Zonix has gotten a couple hits in, a couple neutral wins, hasn't converted anything yet. The one time Fire Icy gets an opening, he converts it much more. And this is what happened in the first game, if you remember. He covers no tech with Shine. He wave shines on reaction, and then he covers the rollout with jab. And this is what I was saying. I mean, that one scenario where we saw Alkahamzi not get a follow-up. Right. That's like something you should be going for a lot of the time as Zetterburn.
Yeah, so sick because he basically covers 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically react.
Oh, you can react to the roll back. You roll backwards too.
I mean, like Sometimes. I think sometimes. If you don't commit to a super far wave dash forward, then yeah.
Sick.
But it wouldn't be as big of a punish. You'll have to go for like a risky dash attack or something.
Right. He just went for a jab there, which is all he needed because he got more hits after it.
Oh, I doubt, but oh, yeah, that was too quick. I mean, what could have happened here?
There's a lot that could have happened that just barely doesn't.
Yeah, after this back air, if Zonix was ready, he techs this back air and down airs. I mean, I don't know, maybe Fire Icy is in a worse spot. But
then Fire Icy's down B was like a frame from hitting Zonix to like get a spike, and then Zonix would have had the tech, but then instead up B hits, and yeah, it was a lot of stuff that like almost happened, and then they both got back on stage.
yeah, exactly. Okay. So, I mean, we've seen a lot of aerial reliant game. That was crazy. All right. A lot of aerial gameplay from Zonix so far. Like he's staying in the air a lot. So he's not zoning on the ground with forward tilts, down tilts, whatever it may be. And Fire Icy has been handling it pretty well. Oh my gosh. An up air? What a weird choice. But it works. It hits him. Oh yeah, Fire Icy's totally catching on to this aerial gameplay so far. He goes for like these rising aerials in neutral, which only catches like a full hop. All right, let's see how he recovers. Good catch with a forward air. Now he just has to. Yeah, I would. Oh no! In this situation, the Zetaburn has to be onto the stage. So you either, I don't know, you could even just charge it forward strong and wait for him to land, or you can like. I guess going for a down air is what. Oh, he doesn't go for a down air. Yeah, I would go for a down air and then like convert that into like a tip or a forward strong, down strong or something.
But I will say Fire Icy spaced it pretty well because like normally when Zetarburn's recovering like that, your punish window is a lot longer.
Oh no, yeah, that was the perfect up B link or angle. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he basically got on it with no like pratfall even visible.
Yeah,
but
no, that was great.
I feel like Zonix still had, even with that being said, like Zonix still had a chance to put something out.
Yeah, only because that was his only option.
Yeah,
it was just his forward. I didn't. What? Okay, he gets jabbed and then he gets grabbed for it.
Oh, that's funny. And also, wait, he grabbed like the opposite direction.
Yeah,
but it worked. Yeah,
he was probably trying to side B. I don't know.
It was weird, but hey, man, if it works, it works.
All right. So Fire Icy is taking like really like a lot of control from this set. I mean, from this game so far. It just he's converting more. I mean, I think it's a lot of it's because of how much Zonix is committing to the aerial game way before he has to. Like he's in the air so much. I wish there was like an aerial hang time stat we could see.
Yeah, like Smash has like ground time versus air time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's like,
okay, this is his chance.
This matchup and like has gotten whiff punished a lot, right? So it's like trying to rely on aerials instead of.
Well, I don't think he's been whiff punished from grounded moves much, but I mean that could be what he's afraid of. He missed this down air. It could have evened up the stocks. And this is the other thing that's been going bad for him. Is that, or for them, Zonix has been doing this exact same read, where he reads the double jump from Fire Icy, and he covers it with the forward air, just like this. Like, he covers it. And now he has no air dodge and no double jump, so this should be a pretty free kill. But I don't think he's converted it into a kill once, so that's kind of also hurting him, is that his edge guards aren't really on point right now. He really...
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, snap. Alright, so the stocks are even now. But he doesn't have his resources yet. See what Fire Icy does. Doesn't get the second parry. Tries to go for it. Nice. Okay, so this is good awareness. Almost everyone here is just gonna run in and do an aerial and not air dodge. And Fire Icy's down strong would destroy them. But he air dodges. And then he misses his down air. Oh, that's a shame.
And he almost just took that up strong right after that. He just kind of like floated in there.
Yeah. All right. So, wow. That grab was crazy.
That was cool. Oh,
Doesn't get
Lowe's
any
is
tech
fine
chases
anyway.
though. He hasn't gotten almost any tech chases, and yeah, I mean his recovery, his edge guarding, although it's been correct in the guesses, it hasn't been correct in the execution. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes. Game 2.
I really do like that recovery with the double jump into grab as Claren, because I
Yeah.
remember like when you were playing Claren in tournament, like we were just playing friendlies one time, and I like did something like that to you, and you were like, "Wait a second, that's really good," because you
Yeah.
can't get parried, like, and it's also just like you're already double jumping, and you can change it, you can turn it around, right? Like
Yeah.
if you were facing backwards, so
And it's fast.
yeah, it's really solid.
No,
An
it's a
option
good
to get
option.
back on stage.
Yeah, it was cool to see it right there. Yeah. Oh, and like, so he's throwing out these aerials too, and I think he's just missing aerials a little bit more than, I don't know, more than he wants to be for sure. Oh, I need to, I realize there's no music playing right
Yeah.
now. I need to recycle it, my bad. The soundtrack stopped playing. Okay, so I missed how this first stock ended, my bad. He has racked up a ton of %. Oh, but he's gone off stage? Oh, is he dead? Oh my gosh, no! I think he's just been missing so many edgeguard situations. He's got to be beating himself up about it. Because that's definitely where you thrive in this matchup. There's no way that just happened.
That's hilarious. You love to see that in grand finals.
You love to see it.
Just the fully charged Astrog, the other guy.
Alright, good
I
wave
mean,
shine up tilt.
As Fire Icy's perspective, though, like, what kind of options do you have if you've used resources, right? You kind of have to drift in.
No. You can just up B.
Oh, yeah, he, like, double jumped into it, too.
Yeah. Okay, so he gets this wave shine F tilt. I like it. It's his forward air string. Sees he can't get anything off it. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's definitely a free down there. Somehow it wasn't purple. I don't know.
Yeah, you could go to the wall. I don't know.
Oh man,
We'll ask Trevor.
Yeah, what? Oh, this down air. I don't know what this down air was covering. I thought he was gonna forward air again, like he has been, but so it doesn't connect. But Fire Icy always, whenever he gets him off stage, he's always converting it at least into some %. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He threw out a down air, but if he back aired it would have caught him. I thought he was gonna do double back air, but he went for a little later of a move, and he threw the down air out a little late. But what an aggressive like edge guard. Like he's always getting % off.
I don't even mind the down air there either, because like so much, it's like been so many inputs that I could see like Sonic's not up being there, you know, like not really being prepared.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It was pretty sick. It was so many hits like instantly, basically.
Oh, didn't get the tipper that he was hoping for. If he knew it wasn't in tipper, he probably would have just forward stronged. But we can see it so much in the way Fire Icy's playing. He's going for these neutral wins solely based off of his assumption that Zonix is going to jump. And that's what's been happening most of the time, too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that's the biggest factor into what we're seeing right now. Too many jumps and not enough grounded play. And also, whenever he does get these edge guard situations, he's not finishing them up. So,
yeah,
Fire Icy is. So, let's see what happens in the rest of the set. All right, he goes for a falling nair, but number one thing you do as Zeta Burn here is you just whiff punish with F tilt. That's what he does.
Yeah, that was nice.
Nice. I like this.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. All right, this is very clean. He had no resources. He had nothing left.
Let's see. Yeah, needed to. I don't think. I think he got stuck on the platform. I don't think he wanted.
He might have.
To
Yeah. Right.
I don't think he intended to be up there.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
Oh.
He knows I'm glad he went for it, because sometimes.
What was that, down there?
Yeah, down there.
Okay.
So some people would have not gone for it because it was too far out, but it's free. It's free to go for. Great conversion.
It was so far out, dude. Yeah, I'd be terrified. Like, yeah, you got to know your resources and like know you can make it back, right?
Yeah, you really just have to know that it can work, and then yeah, you just try and make it back afterwards. Oh, he goes for the grab. Oh my, he keeps going for the grab. Not sure why. He really likes it. See, I mean, he goes for this rising aerial. And Fire Ice is just 100% prepared to, like, punish it.
Oh my gosh, almost
Fireball
got
KO.
a fireball KO.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is super sick when that does happen.
Yeah.
I always get flack when I'm on commentary for like thinking like random projectiles killing is sick. People are like, no. They're like, damn, that's not cool. Like a Eliana missile, I'm like, that was sick. Everyone's like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, I thought it was. Oh, that was cool.
I mean, I don't know. It just seems like RIC is not messing up his execution at all, and maybe Zonix. It's a mixture of Zonix messing up his execution. I think just not adapting his neutral game enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, who won? I mean, I assume Fire Icy was in winners finals, and then Zonix beat him.
No, I think Fire Icy got upset really early.
Oh, okay.
So Fire Icy had to do a pretty long losers run.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not sure who actually upset Fire Icy.
Gotcha. Like this is just another example. Like, Zonix makes it back on the stage. Look at where Fire Icy goes, and look at where Zonix goes afterwards. Like, they just both go to the platform. It's like the game is played on platforms or in the air the entire time. But the Fire Icy is playing it knowing that it's Zonix's habit and not that it's it's not Fire Icy's habit. He's just playing the counterplay. So wait, was that
since Fire Icy was upset by Alki. So
so they got a rerun in losers finals.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is when you watch losers finals, like game 1, it opens with it seems like it was gonna happen again, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Alki just opened up game 1, just like I don't think he got hit in the first stock.
Right. No, it was definitely.
And it wasn't like a 0 to death either. It was more like you were saying, like he just made the right choice every time on landing.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So, quick 3-0 from Fire Icy. Again, so did in losers finals, did in the first set of winners, but now we see some, I think, better. Well, I mean, it was looking good. The edge guard, it was getting a lot of percent for Fire Icy. So, but we're into set 2. Oh, there's the grab. There's that recovery. Great stuff.
Oh yeah, see, it's actually like really sick. I like think it's even better than like I initially thought when we first were messing with it, because the hitbox is also in a great spot because it's like
it's like up and in front.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right. I mean, that's great. So now he's getting some edge guards. Fire Icy doesn't immediately throw out a tech back air. I'm not sure. I mean, he usually does from what I've seen so far. But whatever, the charge forward strong works. We see Fire Icy like tech rolling in a good amount. And it ends up working because teching in against Claren works really well because of this exact situation where she doesn't have a good hitbox to put out once she sees and tries to react to that situation. So it has to be a read.
Yeah, she has to like move backwards to even like hit you because she doesn't really have anything right on top of her.
Yeah, the best thing would be the grab.
Yeah, and even that, if you're like slightly behind, it's gonna whiff. So.
Yep. Exactly. All right, so Zonix doing a lot better so far. We've already seen some good edge guarding. Let's see what he does here. Oh, nice.
Oh, that would have been cool actually.
It would have been it would have worked out, and it was a good thing to go for. It's just misexecuted, I think.
Yeah, when he got the double jump back, so you would have had a lot of options to finish the stock then, that far away from the wall.
But now he's doing it excessively, I think. this Nair edge guard. Fire Icy gets the turnaround or the reversal there. But still, great spot for Zonix. Fire Icy, I was gonna say, I don't think Zonix has really played any differently in terms of neutral. Like we saw there, he's still like jumping in for all of his approaches. It seems like, or at least coming from the air. We'll see. We'll see if like Fire Icy gets back into the flow of things, or well, okay, he's already back to whiff punishing the aerial. Yep.
Yeah, already the lead is evaporated.
Yeah, and I mean it's solely based on like, I don't know, Zonix wants to stay in the air, and Fire Icy fully believes that whenever he gets the chance, he's going to use his double jump early, and he's going to use his air dodge to go upwards. And so you just throw out hitboxes to cover those things. Just like that. Oh, wow. That waveland was actually really interesting, because he was below the platform by a lot, and then you wave landed off of it with a forward air. That's really good. Like you can see, he was probably really low.
He's well below it, but then he's like,
yeah.
That's a little bit of that rival snapping logic to make the wavelands.
Yeah, no, that's always been in the game. We should talk about how you've made it easier to waveland, period. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, well, now it's easier to waveland when you're next to a platform.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but it's okay. Back to the set. Back to the set. No distractions. Let's see. Doesn't get the edge guard. I mean,
nope. Same thing. Forward air manages to get around that, and then
he just gets cleaned up. But this could be a cleanup. Quick, back to even last stock if he gets this up strong. Doesn't get it. Side B. Oh.
No, you do not want this damage to rack up.
Like, okay, he escapes a tech chase, so he goes to the platform, and then Fire Icy literally. I mean, he's just waiting. He knows he's gonna end up going here. He just waits for it the entire time, and then once he does it, he goes for the up air.
Yeah.
Some more grounded gameplay would very much counteract what Fire Icy's going for. It would at least make him have to know that he has to cover more than one option. So, Zonic's really wanting to close this out, to bring it back to the last stock, but feeling like this is about to be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
So that was looking good for Zonix from the start. It was looking good. He had control. But didn't close it out. Let's see where they go next.
Yeah, I thought Zonix was going to take that game after the first stock, but
Fire Icy too good.
Yep, too good. Good drift out from Zonix there. Doesn't get hit by the down air. Oh, this is... All right, he's dead.
This is sick. This is sick. Yeah, that's it.
No. I meant you have to edge guard still, but...
I didn't think he did. I thought he just had him like...
No, I mean, I knew he didn't have it just like that. Oh, no. Yeah, he really thought... Okay, so let's see if Fire Icy makes it back. Oh, he was waiting. I thought he was in perfect position. He doesn't cover it in case he lands here. But he sees that he wall jumps, and he's jumping. So he should just throw the back air here. And then he's in a bad spot again. But Fire Icy's on. I'm sure he's going to get some Wave Shine Tech chase, and he's going to get forward air down there. Okay, nice. There's the hit falling of the nair that I was talking about before.
Yeah, where you can get the up strong out of it. That's pretty sweet.
Yep. Oh my gosh, what? I was not ready for him to get hit. I thought he got by the down B there.
Surprising.
Alright, so Fire Icy's taking the lead. Zonix needs to close out his stock at higher percents now.
Doesn't have resources.
Nope.
Should be a closed stock here.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, at this point, the forward strong will kill. All he needs... I mean, not that far away. I'm pretty sure if he charged... I meant charge. Like, in this position, where he started his up B.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because he doesn't have anything, right? So, like, the up B has to go towards the stage. Just like charge the up
at that wall jump height, yeah, I mean, whatever. And once you see the up B, yeah, you just gotta know when a fully charge... I mean, forward strong isn't going to kill on Claren, you know, with that tipper usually. But if you charge it, it'll do the job.
Yeah, he's at 153 before that F strong, but that, like you said, that one was a little closer inside the stage.
Yeah, he's really just relying on this down tilt to do everything for him, but that's exactly why it doesn't do everything for you. It's because you tech, and he didn't even do the quick one. Like, you can tech waveland on instantly, and then you're still perfectly fine. All right, lots of edge guarding. No finishing yet. Fire Icy, once he gets his opening, though, I'm sure we'll get... Oh, nice. Good parry forward air. Doesn't get anything else after it. Let's see. What happened here? Oh, he fell through the platform with a fast fall. Trying to catch him, but Zonix had a good recovery to the platform. Okay, what are you gonna do to finish it? Oh, oh no. This is not it. Unfortunate. He's really, you just need anything. Oh no.
Dang, dude.
There's
This
the wave
one's one
shine.
where
I feel sad because, like, yeah, Zonix is setting up all the right situations, at least for the first 2 stocks, and but
Yeah.
not able to close the stock.
Yeah, he's just not finishing it. Exactly. Oh! Okay. I guess that'll work.
Yeah, forward air tipper, you know, once you get to 224, it can pretty much kill anywhere.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even purple, so.
Yeah, there was a scenario where Fire Icy could have still lived there.
Yep.
That one's purple.
That one
Dang.
definitely is gonna kill you. All right, so up 2-0, looking to be another 3-0 by Fire Icy. We'll see. Zonix has been changing colors for the clan, hoping one of them will give them the edge guarding powers. Oh, nice. Wait, they side beat. I mean, usually you wanna once you get this grab, you're gonna go for a down air, I would think. But okay. A double jump down air, that is, but they just want to get back on. That's perfectly fine if they're ready for the edge guard, which so far is looking good. Not there, though. That was a great fireball timing. I mean, it went right between the down tilts.
Yeah, it was a pretty sick recovery.
I would probably start to do something else other than the down tilts, though, seeing as they haven't helped me thus far. So, like, trying to get a down air or, like, a nicely timed down air or a nicely timed nair would also help you a lot. And here they did get the grab, and they jump forward. It put them in a bad spot. Okay, this could be it. Okay, now they seal it. Good stuff. Good finishing.
Close it. Yeah, that's a great first stock.
It was a solid first stop. And now they're off stage. And they've used all their resources. I think Fire Icy hasn't even been punished for using all their resources like right away. That much.
Yeah. Air dodge, double jump, like both of them instantly.
Okay. Fire Icy due for the edge guard. Fire Icy has had some trouble whenever they haven't gotten like the down tilt or forward tilt. Oh, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
The down tilt or forward tilt at the edge. Whenever they haven't got that, they've had trouble with like giving Clarion the right amount of space from up B.
Yeah.
But there you go. There's your fireball. It wasn't the purple kill. They just straight DI'd out from the fireball.
Yeah, they DI'd out. Well, it made sense they were DI'ing out because
they were coming.
Fire Icy was right there. Yeah.
All right, but the game is about even after the start, and the first time we've seen the counter out too.
Yeah, which I actually feel like it's really good in this matchup to have the field.
Yeah, I mean Zetaburn really likes fireball, so another case where Fire Icy is almost always air dodging and then double jumping onto the stage, but Zonix doesn't have anything out to stop that from working out. Oh, okay, so now they have no resources. You just... Nice! I like that here.
That was sick.
But they go straight to the top platform. Fire Icy's there literally waiting for them from the respawn. Like, because they go to the platform, and then they double jump air dodge in the air. Which, I don't know. It's just not the best if it's being read. So,
yeah.
Last stock
situation again.
Ooh.
I really did like the sour fair to sweet up air right there.
Yeah, it's good. Misses the forward air here.
Oh. Because, yeah, that would have set up a real nice recovery situation.
Yeah. Alright, but now they're off stage again, and they land the forward air, but then they try and hit them with the up B. Doesn't connect, but they make it back on. Oh, that's not good.
I thought he was just gonna like wave land up strong and like just close it.
Yeah. Could have happened.
It really felt like that.
Alright. I mean, they're just playing neutral at this point. Nothing really too much to analyze.
Man,
except for the fact that, I mean, that neutral's been played in the air the entire time, but... Nice! It gets it up... Oh! I thought they were going to double jump up here. So, they get a full hop up air. And then a double jump up air would have just sweet spotted, I'm pretty sure, or tippered. But they
It
go for
looks
the
like it,
waveland
yeah.
up strong. I feel like that's one of the first grounded fireballs we've ever had to see RIC do. It's because I don't know. I guess they were coming from the air with the whiff punish.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that could have been it. Oh, that is
Oh, gets it.
nice.
Off the forward special, really clean.
Yeah,
Little
good stuff.
finish there.
Yeah. All right, so game 4. It's not a 3. It's not a 6-0.
Yeah. Almost
see.
was, but
I feel like this stage is not going to benefit Zonix because wait, we saw them play here. Game 3. No, game 2. They were just here. So once again, another DSR thing where either Zonix didn't care, good shine up strong. But I mean, it worked because they DI'd in. That wasn't like a perfect shine up strong. But so Zonix didn't care about this going back here, or they forgot.
yeah, one of the two.
Anyway, so they get shine up strong. Fire Icy's
I
at
feel
low
like
percent.
France is even harder to remember. Oh no!
I'm not sure if you all could see it on the stream because of our cameras, but it's like a drop zone knee from Melee with Falcon. You can just go for these like down airs at times.
Yeah, that is super sick.
Yeah, so that's not good. This is looking like a wrap.
Yeah, that's such a big lead, especially with how they've been playing. Like when Zonix was able to win that last game, like it was like a war of attrition, you know?
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I feel like when it comes to like the massive like momentum strings, it's been Fire Icy been able to do that. Although, I mean, it is still Zeta versus Clarence, so like theoretically it's doable in the sense where like you get a couple good edgeguard situations and you could
Yep, exactly. Let's see what happens.
you can close the stock with barely taking any damage.
That was not good. Oh,
I like it though.
wait, what?
Oh, he did a grab out there and then missed the down air.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you all could see it on stream, but what happens here is Zonix goes for the grab, right? Yeah, you guys can see it. Zonix grabs.
Yeah.
Goes for the double jump down there. I think they know it's over, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's over. So the game's over. The set's over. GG's.
Zonix did the grab, and then they were also fast falling the grab to like pull Zetter down further, which is like completely unnecessary because at that point you should be thinking about like how am I gonna get back after this?
Yeah. That's funny.
That's funny.
Okay, so I think that was really just a showing of Fire Icy really understanding what Zonix wanted in neutral and capitalizing off it, winning much more than neutral interactions. And then when Zonix did get those situations where they should have closed out stocks against Zedabrim with the edge guards, didn't pan out, and they ended up not getting as many edge guards as they clearly hoped for.
Yeah.
Okay, but that wraps up the EU finals. And that brings us to the finals that we have today to analyze, which is NA.
Look at these nerds.
So, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Actually, this is the loser set of Kuzi versus Halite. And what brought the idea up to, like, I know George and SBS was that they saw me commentating Kuzi versus Halite from the winner semis on my stream. And so it's funny that I'm now going to commentate the losers final set. So that's pretty cool. Now, you watched this all live, so maybe it'd be interesting to hear if there are things that you see now that you didn't like really catch the first time around.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Okay. All right. That said, let's get started. Kuzi versus Halite. Now, I know how, the top 3 pans out, but I don't know the game sets or anything, so let's see how this goes. All right. Pretty aggro. Great start for Halite. But now they're overheated, and they are getting kind of bopped. Now, this is kind of interesting. From that point of... I mean, I'm pretty sure you can bash in this situation. Or, yeah, I'm 100% sure you could bash here. But they didn't go for the bash in this situation. Let's see how it plays out. They get to recover. Oh, yeah, now it's a reversal. Nice. Now that's a great conversion to a bash, and that was like way less reliable of a setup. I mean, they didn't react here at all. They just went for the read, like, okay, they're gonna DI this up air in. And so Kuzi gets this nice up airs bash. Halle has had, you know, one good opening and then a couple of stray hits after that reversal. Nothing too big yet. Something I talked about in the first analysis of the winner semi set was that Kuzi ended up winning neutral a lot. And Halle really relied on these vertical approaches. Like, they didn't use steam a lot unless it was like a last hit situation. Then, like, you know, you're kind of more antsy, a little more careful, I should say. Most of the time, Halle would come in like from a platform, falling with a nair or a down air, and otherwise they got big punishes off of like parries. And so that was pretty interesting because there wasn't a lot of approaching missile play. In neutral, there wasn't steam, and you know, just not much grounded play in general, which makes sense as Eliana, but you can still approach horizontally as well. So we'll see if that changes at all. I mean, no need if you win the last set, I suppose. And then from Kuzi, a lot of neutral wins, but didn't end up closing the stocks out very well with edge guards. Was very passive against Halle whenever they were recovering. So let's see how that takes a play too. Ah, that's unfortunate. They tried to parry the steam right here, miss it, and so then they get mind punished for it.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the classic: you get up tilted, and then they're just gonna charge and side B at you, and that's gonna.
It's nuts because yeah, the steam was actually like already floating away. I think from Sign.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So then, yeah, needed to like run a little more far forward if you wanted to parry it.
Oh, yeah, right. So this was this could have been taken advantage of a lot more. I mean, great stuff on getting this mine here somehow, and then starting a conversion off of it. It looked like they tried to charge their side B, their missile, so that the mine could activate and they could proc it, but it didn't work out. So then they get this nair.
Frame off, yeah.
I would think that you would want to use the mine like activate the mine. So you would up B real quick and wave land onto this platform. But instead they go for this risky down strong and it gets reversaled. Now Kuzi's in a great spot. Gets the tech, not a true purple. It's oh wow, so great tech from Halle. Gets the down strong right after it, and now a conversion.
Oh, almost gets that 4 strong too.
Yeah, and they're still overheated. They're not trying to. Okay, there we go. Now they're trying to get rid of it a little bit more. They want to proc it, probably. What they thought would happen here, I was hoping that the side B would hit, and once it did hit, they would charge an up strong and kill them whenever they popped up.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
but wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so much spaghetti. Okay, anyway.
I mean, if you get parried with a mine already on you, like
yeah,
it's basically like guaranteed
you're gonna die from Halle the way he was playing.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Halle was playing on fire. Oh, gets a roll read. Now it's even, 1-1. Okay, this is all just a combo string and reads the approaching aerial. But that was a really good. I think Kuzi. Oh no, they just DI'd in and then went towards the stage. Okay. Good strings, good patience. I really like that. They didn't like just commit and go straight into like an up air here. On the platform, they just wait, and then somehow dodge that down there, and then Sign explode helps them.
Right next to him.
Oh, after the nair. One of the only reasons I would think you want to nair it like mid% is if you want to convert it into an up strong or a bash. They go for the up air, and Halle looks like a little bit of a misinput. Kuzi's able to take that game, and the nail biter was close. Honestly, I don't even think there was much neutral there. The game was just back and forth. One person was in advantage, and then they lost advantage, and then the other person reversaled in the same sentence.
Yeah, there was like a little bit of like edge guarding on both sides, but that's like the only thing that even resembled like neutral.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So I will note, I mean, like right here, that missile recovery into Nair, I mean, that is, I haven't seen much of that at all in the 2 sets I've seen of Halite, so that's cool to see that right now. That's like a horizontal approach in neutral that ended up working out, so let's see if they do some more of it. Gets it down air. Nothing off of it. Tries to side B, but that was like a hitting him on the platform type of side B. Oh my gosh. Doesn't seal the stock. Wow, I'm surprised.
Almost did though, yeah.
I guess it didn't have as much charge as I was initially thinking it would have. Okay,
Yeah,
a little tricky.
only at 79, but even then, like, with their Armada and
yeah,
how light he is.
So I like that. I like this orb and bash from Kuzi. He's able to get some little dynamic projectile gameplay in there. Reads the roll in, F tilt forward strong.
Yeah, it's nice.
Gets the
and yeah,
explosion.
that's a really good
up strong. Yeah, nice. All right, solid.
Yeah, that charge flame set that all up. Honestly, it's really good.
Ooh,
Charge
great
flame.
Conversion into up tilt.
We did try to nerf it like some point last year.
Yeah.
We were like, maybe if you whiff it, it like has at least some downside.
yeah. All right, it looks like Kuzi has taken full control of the edgeguard situation here. A lot more aggressive than last time I saw them play, so that's really cool to see. Nice nair. Almost gets an upstrong off of it. Halite is playing just, kind of fishy. I mean, I know in general, like, the way I was talking about the first set is that Halite wasn't winning neutral a lot. They were just capitalizing, and like they were getting kills and like 100% from their one follow-ups very often. So we haven't seen too much of that yet, which means the neutral's been about the same, which is really bad for Halite, because that means they're not sealing stocks and they're losing their stocks, or at least they're taking a lot of damage. And this time around, we've seen a bash, and even if Kuzi isn't getting the earliest of kills, they're not dying yet because of these. Yeah, because the Halite not getting these great follow-ups. Oh my gosh! Wait. What?
So sick.
I'm not sure if anyone can see that from the stream, but that was crazy. So great forward tilt back air. Then they really just want to end this game because they're up 3 stocks to 1. Goes for a falling back air. What Halite does, I guess I have to like commentate since you guys can't see, but they do a down air that knocks Kuzi up in the air. That's how Kuzi gets knocked up. It's from a hovered down air. They go for that steam forward strong. End up getting the super powered one, the overheated one later. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had to like charge a little bit to get the.
Yeah, exactly. But still, it's 2 stocks to 1. Kuzi's really just kind of taking control.
Yeah, the way Halite has won against Kuzi in both sets, it reminds me of in ice hockey when like one team is just getting outshot insanely, but then they still win the game because like all you gotta do is score more goals, right? Like it doesn't matter like how the rest of it. No, that's exactly. Like what losing neutral but then still winning is like. It's like, okay, sure, like you had all those chances, but I scored more goals.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so 2-0 lead for Kuzi. This is looking great. Honestly, it's kind of the same. I mean, Halite still isn't winning neutral as much. I think they're staying in overheat a lot more this set than I remember the first set.
Yeah.
And that's limiting their options. I mean, even if they wanted to do more of those horizontal recoveries approaches in neutral that we saw a couple of times last game, they're not able to because they don't have it, like they're overheated. And then the rest of the time, it's kind of, Kuzi really relying on their speed to just know what Halite's going for and just punish them. But great edgeguard setup from Halite here. So gets this max distance up tilt. Has them off stage, so it's common to want to like get an edgeguard with with overheat. Reads the up B, and even stocks. Nice.
Yeah, Halite actually kind of like committed to that upstrong before even like caring what Kuzi was doing. Kuzi like went into the up B, and then you could tell like realized he was screwed. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like even with up B drift, being able to drift left and right, you're not going to be able to like drift back enough because Hallight's already moving towards you.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've seen the mine get bashed just as much as it did the first set, but this time they've been hitting. I think it's been hitting a couple more times. I mean, I don't think it ever hit in the first set, so that's pretty interesting as well. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a misinput, but Steam didn't help them out there at all. All right, those were good. Down tilts worked out. But now they're overheated again. Oh, that was a bash. But now they're overheated. And now Kuzi just knows, like, oh, they just downstronged. I have plenty of time to punish this right now. Goes for some up airs. The sign explosive. It goes for a read on the upstrong. Doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. There's no way that just happened. That's crazy.
That's shenanigans. Like the reason that works is because like, although it shouldn't work because you know like that whole time like only the fully charged one is going to be a hitbox, right? Like you're not really worried about Steam.
Right.
But yeah, just the threat made Kuzi parry too early, and then that's exactly what Hallight needed to come back.
Well, I mean, now they've taken the lead. But Kuzi gets this nair into upstrong, so it doesn't go for the bash because upstrong on stage is also very good to go for. And Hallight loops the missile all the way around the stage.
Right into the mine.
Actually,
that's
it's pretty
so
cool.
sick.
It's a pretty cool setup. So they also do a forward tilt charging. So if they run past them, they're gonna get hit by the forward tilt. Otherwise, now they're gonna get hit by the missile. But Kuzi avoided it all, but didn't actually get a punish.
I mean, Hallight still ends up getting a lot of percent out of that.
Oh my gosh, that might have been it if that upstrong connected. Now they're overheated. They're not trying to lose their overheat either. I guess they really do like getting these strong into strong strings at mid to high percent. Holy moly, that was a robbery of a stock. Oh, that was really good. So sometimes you can go for a forward tilt forward strong, almost like kind of a, well, yeah, I don't know. Regardless of
that
DI.
was insane. I mean, the sign is just perfectly placed for like the charge flame jab up strong.
So forward tilt into the sign explosive flame and then up strong. So great connection. And I think, I don't know, just really, I feel like a lot of this happens because of the limited options how I kept having with overheat. But anyway, that was a quick 3-0 right there for our losers final set.
Yeah, that was insane. I didn't remember
that last stock being as crazy as it was, because it really did seem like that game 3 was all Hallight, and then Kuzi's just like, I'll take this set, thank you, bye.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely back and forth. I mean, it was crazy. I think that was the best Hallight had been doing. Well, no, I think some of the games were close. It's just, yeah, there was a big difference in how I ended up getting for punish game. I really think Kuzi cleaned up edge guarding a lot, like with being way more aggressive. And that really hurt them in the first winner set because they were able to get back. Hallight was able to get back on for free, and like I said, against air characters, you want to limit their one of their biggest strengths. So yeah, I mean, good stuff to Kuzi, and now we're going to move on to the grand finals set. Kuzi versus Penguin.
Let's go.
Jules Vale. All right, that was a very aggressive. I think Oris do this a lot versus. Well, I don't know. I think Oris do this a lot because they're so fast, but they love double jumping back onto the stage as much as possible, and so Penguin's not ready for it in this situation. All right, getting hit by the clouds. Doesn't quite mix up Penguin enough to not get punished. Good tech chasing, but now it's back to neutral. Oh, they missed their waveland. So now they get up tilted. But Kuzi, waiting for this nair to end, misses this wave dash. It's up tilted. Oh, and that side B just so happens to clip him. Again, though, just keep in mind, I mean, we'll see how much this plays a factor. But instant double jump back onto the stage. Penguin will eat that up if they can. If they catch onto it. All right. Forward air. Oh, a quick recovery. I like that. There was, I mean, it was just from really high up. So a lot of the time people want to stall in the air with like air dodges or come with an aerial. This time they just fell to the ground and then I guess rolled, I think. That's a good mix-up. Good mix-up. Just falling to the ground is legit good. And now they get a string going. Wow. Did they what? So Penguins placing side B. Oh, and I guess they were really banking on parrying a cloud. Did not work out. I like that a lot. So Kuzi likes to go to jab a ton, like even out of like strings, like combos, like up air into wave land on the platform jab. So we'll see how that plays a role in this as well, because any type of combo strings you can get against light characters is really good. Good nair? Wow, it had like time to go make a bowl of cereal and then react and up strong here. That's crazy.
Yeah, seriously, dash like away and then be like, oh no, you're still there.
Yeah. Lighter characters have more hits done now, so it works out.
Yeah, I remember when we made that change too. It was like, wait, what? And then, no, it's fine. It'll work out.
It'll work out. All right. Oh, Penguin misses this wave dash. Otherwise, might have been able to change some fares here. Good. Okay, this time Kuzi doesn't. I mean, they still double jump onto the stage, honestly, but they're more reserved with it. They drift back starting right here, and so now they don't run into this up tilt. That's really nice. The only thing is like, they relied on getting a dash tag as a punish when maybe they could have gotten something else.
Right. Well, dash tags, yeah. I mean, it's not bad in some cases because it can set up, but it's also very, especially online, it's very easy to just like, you get a lot of dash tags as well, just in general.
Yeah. So we've seen Penguin do this a couple times, where he drifts in with side B and he lands on the stage, either with an aerial, which he actually tries to put a forward air out, but he misses, or like just a quick land into F tilt. And so we haven't seen Kuzi really punish that yet. I think they're not adapting to the cloud placement so far, and so it's kind of mixing them up. But Penguin also loves to go for these jabs and then reads your roll and then goes for some type of kill confirm, like up strong or just a up tilt up air. So good stuff there. We're gonna have to see.
Penguin says that fair was off by 1 frame and 1 pixel.
It was off by 1 frame and 1 pixel?
The one where he landed in.
Oh, the one I was talking about? Oh, it's Penguin in chat?
Yeah, Penguin's in chat now. But also, Kuzi was like a frame off from parrying it too, so it was like really.
No.
Wasn't that one?
I mean, it was where Kuzi was going to parry, but it was early.
How early was it?
That early.
It was way
yeah, it was way early. It was trying to parry the cloud.
Oh wait. Really?
Yeah. Look. See, if the cloud had kept going in, they would have parried it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Penguin's getting away with these approaches because they're, I don't know. They're either respecting the cloud too much, or in this case, they tried to parry it. But Penguin's kind of being really aggressive on these approaches. Like even here, like you can see it. Like he's placing cloud, and then he just like kind of just drops in whenever he's not invulnerable anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen really any solid whiff punishes from Kuzi. It's been through like reads and then like maybe an edge guard getting some percent.
Oh, that was ballsy. I like it.
Yeah, I mean he has a lead, so he'll go for those like up Bs, maybe a down air.
Yeah,
and,
why
like,
not,
I mean,
right?
This kind of tells the story in some ways when you see like Penguin wave dash in this much because he's so sure that Kuzi's just gonna run away. It's like it's kind of just yeah, I don't know. I think that was solid. Gosh. He loves doing those kinds of things.
Gosh, yeah, look at my reaction to this old.
So it's hard because I think this was Kuzi like, you know, being annoyed and not dealing with cloud the right way up until now, and so they try and go for an early approach. But having access to cloud or like, you know, capable of just being able to detonate it or stop it at any point lets you do that kind of thing. And I mean that's like I don't know. It's sort of a mix-up game whenever you play against Absa, but But also, this is the whole point of Penguin's playstyle, or like his whole like first step in like the flowchart of neutral that he does. Oops, is double or is like floating in the air with side B, and then seeing what you do. So that's what he's doing here, and yeah. There are different timing mix-ups you can do, but it didn't work out there. I'm sure Kuzi's played Penguin enough and, you know, beaten Penguin that I'm just saying, like, that game it didn't work out. They were committing too much to whatever option they decided to do. Either they were going into the corner because I guess I didn't commit enough at all to the cloud, or committed way too much.
Penguin in chat just said beaten Penguin ? Kuzi's never done that.
Oh really? Is that just memeing, or
wait?
I don't know.
Beaten as in Penguin, like ever in a tournament match or a set?
Yeah, set. I don't know. I don't know their history. You think I? Never mind. Anyway, moving on.
Penguin says he's 8-0 lifetime in tournament.
Oh, okay. Well then.
I guess in terms of sets.
All right. I just
Penguin, how many games did he drop to Kuzi, if any? Wait, does he drop one in this one? I think he does.
Okay, so game 2, moving on to Rockwall. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Some would say like this is one of Apps's better stages.
It's just spoilers, right?
What ifs? Okay. Nair.
Yeah, but I feel like this stage is because up air, right? It's like it makes Ori's up air into more of a kill option. You don't even have to go for the bash. Because you can.
Oh, you're saying why would Kuzi pick it? Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Because you're gonna get up air strings across the stage regardless. So just being able to do like the one up air that's off stage that normally just leads to an edge guard.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty. It's a good. I understand like the choice, right? But it is good for Absa too.
Exactly. All right. Gets a string going. Oh my gosh! Manages to catch Penguin with the upstring. Doesn't get a kill though. All right. Again, like these jabs I was talking about. Gets a dash attack, goes straight into a jab from it. All right. Reacts with the up air. Nice. Okay. Now you. Oh, I thought they did everything right. So they didn't decide to commit with an upstrong, which would have killed early. So if you're not going to commit to the empowered upstrong, or maybe not even empowered upstrong, to go for a kill early, that means you've made them use all of their resources. So you're going to go for like a reactionary aerial, and they just didn't go for it. But Penguin doesn't necessarily take control after they land on the stage here, or go for a parry. So this dash attack works out. Still living though. Doing a great job of putting some side Bs out and then bashing the cloud when possible.
Yeah.
Really good.
Like recovery angles with the cloud.
Yeah, and Penguin's doing really well in recognizing that Kuzi's not actually committing to an aerial, like in those situations, and so he can just land on the stage pretty easy. Oh, there was the up air you're talking about. The second one didn't even connect, but anyway, solid control and just racking up a bunch of percent from Kuzi in that stock.
Caught drifting out, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe they parried that. That's crazy. Nice, and this is what we missed out on the first time from last game. Is Kuzi was playing at a distance that was susceptible to almost everything Penguin wanted. They didn't play right outside of like the 1 zip of up B range. So like there they got hit by up B, and then Penguin retreats. But then they go for it again, but they're a little bit further away this time. You see this? So I guess it's 2 zip distance at that point, honestly. But and so now they get a punish on it. It still wasn't a lot, but winning neutral, you'll take as much percent as you can get. Because if you can get a parry later on, an up strong kill will be really early. Okay, goes for a nair right outside of the up B. Penguin's playing, I don't know. He's still doing that thing he was doing the first game. Like, you see him drifting in super hard here. He drifts in super hard, goes in for an aerial, holds his ground, going for tilts and stuff. And this is everything that was working last game. But now Kuzi is like punishing whenever he overly commits to this side B, drift in, aerial. That's what he's been doing this like whole time. Kuzi's been punishing it. It would probably be more effective if, I mean, it would work again. It's just all about mix-ups, right? So it's just about going back to the time where you weren't doing it, or just going back to not holding in on your side Bs every time, and then it'll be a mix-up that Kuzi has to respect again.
Right.
Almost gets this up B down air here, but the platform's in the way.
And yeah, you're right. Already, he's like mixing up. Like there, he was drifting in, but the previous time he just stayed out.
Yeah,
on the cloud.
Yeah, he is mixing it up, but there, I mean, he drifted in, got hit.
Yeah.
I mean, even if Penguin decides to mix it one time and goes drift back, if Kuzi doesn't get punished for it, why are they going to stop doing what they're doing?
Yeah.
But Penguin takes the stock. Okay. And this is kind of what we saw the first time, or like at the end of the first game, where Kuzi goes in for this up air early, and Penguin doesn't place it. I mean, like, I think they're closer quarters this time, so it's harder for Penguin to like stop the cloud. Either way, he doesn't stop it in time to catch him, so that's good. Okay, cleans it up, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice up air to catch. Penguin moving around the platforms.
Yeah, because I mean, he caught him. He like started drifting in, but then he drifted out. And the real problem there was that Penguin let go of the cloud too late. He tried to cover everything. He tried to cover or not here. I bet. Oh, it was there. Yeah, he tried to cover a falling Kuzi, but then he was like, oh, he's not falling through a platform yet, so I'm going to try and cover the platform. And then he did fall through. It was trying to do too much, too close.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. One tick into a forward tilt. I like it. Now Penguin, I mean, whenever they start to get tech chases and stuff, they almost always look for these roll-ins, just like that. And I think I recall seeing it in the highlight set that Kuzi did give some roll-ins pretty... a good amount. At least in the first set. I'm not sure if I clarified. But anyway, so off of just that, getting some reads. And then, yeah, gets an early kill with that forward air. And that's why, I mean, it's like scary against Absa.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to press advantage, right? Because it doesn't take much for Absa to get back in the game.
Oh, this is not good. Yeah. Okay, so what happened here was they get forward aired. They air dodge. I'm not sure if they were trying to wave land. Maybe they thought they could barely catch it with the broken wave land change that Dan made about, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago.
That change doesn't affect solid ground. So the change was to make platforms the same as solid ground.
Yeah, Kuzi just didn't understand it, I guess, because, you know, it doesn't really make sense after playing the game for 5 years. I don't know. It doesn't. It's hard for me to say. 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 But anyway, this air dodge doesn't work out. And then they used the double jump.
He was pretty far there. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna say that.
Air dodge doesn't work out. And then, yeah, they have to fall. I don't know. Okay, but somehow gets reversal. Penguin doesn't get a punish off it. Or a serious one. A big one, I should say.
Speaking of engine changes, Trevor was messing with another one because Menace pointed out that when you double jump out of hit stun and you're also doing an aerial, that the aerial takes precedent. So like a lot of people die because they want to double jump fair out of like tumble, for example, or hit stun when you buffer it. So Trevor is just messing with just moving it, just swapping the logic. So like double jump happens first, so then you can if you buffer you can do double jump aerial, right, and not just die.
I doubt anyone has built some type of muscle memory around what options they can do and what would work with certain button presses out of hit stun. So yeah, good idea. Okay. Just kidding. Yeah. It could work, right?
I mean, it'll help because there are cases where like you can see it in tournament where like it's mostly like someone like Edelus, right? Like if you double jump fair and you don't get your double jump, you're probably gonna die from your.
No, you're right. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that's a pretty good idea. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying because they try and buffer. Yeah. That's interesting. I never realized that's what was happening. That's a cool change.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either because I set up like all of the priority stuff, and like a lot of it matters because like you'd be like, oh, why isn't this before this? Like jump before attack, and like depending on the ground or what you're doing, like you do want a very specific hierarchy, right? Like you want jump to take precedent here, attack to take precedent there. I hadn't even thought like, well, once you're in the air, you can like swap the order because XYZ, right? Like you can swap it because maybe you do want double the jump to happen before attack if you're airborne. And in this case, we probably do. So we'll probably try to get that change in pretty soon, at least on PC, to see how people like it.
A little sneak peek of the next patch. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thanks for explaining that.
Cool. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Kuzi does a really aggressive air dodge back in, but it makes Penguin miss. So now, I mean, the game is even when Kuzi had a really solid lead, and it really is just because of these roll habits, and just like capitalizing more. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kuzi was doing everything better over the course of the game, but Penguin brought it back really quickly just because of one situation that happened. So yeah.
I really like that last combo that Kuzi just did on the right side where so he's like doing charge flame, right? So like you're DIing because you're aware of charge flame, but then he's able to get on like the other side of Penguin. So like at that point, like you just have to accept you're gonna get hit by this charge flame, right? Because like there's no DI where Kuzi can't just like let it go.
Right. What's interesting about it too is that like they go for jab 1-2 and then they go for another jab, and then they turn around the up tilt.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. It was pretty stylish.
All right, and now wow, that was a crazy ending. Okay, I was just gonna say
that's what I said at the start of the match. Remember?
Yeah. That's what will happen. You're right. It paid off in the end.
I was like, this is why Ori's gonna pick Rockwall, because like normally there, Ori has to make a commitment, right? Like you're gonna have to do something after that second up air. Like and it can be hard because like you've already used your double jump. So like most Oris just go back to stage, right? And you use like charge flame or something to keep pressure up.
Yeah.
But on that stage, you just kill him.
Right. 1 second. No, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what happens.
It's legit.
Okay, so it looked like Penguin might have brought that game back, but it doesn't happen. Kuzi brings it 1-1. Now they're going to Ethereal Gates. Okay, gets one opening off of a parry because Kuzi tried to whiff punish. All right, this is giving me Jules Veil vibes again from game 1, where Penguin's full control doing their game plan, occasional up Bs, mostly just going to the corner, double jumping into the center with side B, and getting stuff off of it. We'll see. This is just the start, though. Yeah, I think it feels like Kuzi can't make up their mind right now on where they should be, whether on the ground or on the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, like the movement there on the platform isn't really helping, unless you commit to like throwing out an aerial. What?
Oh, this is when we get a desync. So what happens is we actually do have Menace helping us on this as well. We know like why Absa Cloud's desync, or we know how they desync, but we just still don't know why.
So wait, what happens? We just miss out on one game?
Yeah, we miss a game. It's fine.
And what? Penguin wins?
Penguin won that one, yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it was all Julesville over again. That's what happened to everybody. It was just control. Which makes me scared that Kuzi went to Blazing Hideout, because I feel like this stage layout is what is like Julesville. Whenever the Smashville platform happens, is like kind of similar to this but smaller.
Julesville and Gates both have kind of like this layout at some times.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how this is gonna go. We'll see.
If only you
Oh
could go to
no,
rock
again.
wall again.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
this
gotta
is...
imagine
Oh.
Penguin probably banned like
Hmm.
Tempest or something.
No, I doubt Penguin bans Tempest. I mean, maybe he does. I don't
Really?
know.
I feel like if I was Kuzi, I would like after Rockwall worked, like I would just go to something else with like the side blast zones are close.
Right. Again, this is exactly how game 1 started. Penguin put a cloud out, did an aerial falling, and then just parried whenever Kuzi tried to throw out an aerial. This is exactly how game 1 started.
Rivals is a stupid game, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, is this a whiff punish opportunity? Let me just throw out a parry.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It ends up working out in the grand scheme of things, but like it's such a parry being such a strong defensive option. It really does make like the high level play different, right? Because having like your strongest option being able to come out of a committed state is like pretty insane.
Yeah, right, exactly. This time though, if you notice, there was this one scenario where Kuzi actually waited for the parry. Right there, but doesn't get anything off of it because they hit the wrong way with up air.
Yeah, I mean, so you still get the hit, so like it's better,
But then
yeah, I mean that's what has to happen, right? Like there's like you basically it's like Yomi, you're just like adapting.
Right, exactly. And then I mean Penguin does this thing where I mean he's reading all these roll ins. The roll and DI ins from Kuzi. They actually could have I think Penguin could have carried this further, but they weren't ready for maybe
Well,
Kuzi
what could you do
DI
there?
hard.
Because he's so close to the wall. I feel like tech in place and tech out, like Penguin would have just reacted and got you off stage, right?
No.
At where he was standing.
I mean, like, how do you react? I mean, like,
Let's see. Yeah.
He wave lands back.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing he can do. I mean, he can dash attack at best. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I get like the feeling of rolling in because you do feel like you're trapped on that spot because your tech in place and roll out are going to be like the same location.
Right. I mean, that's just also why. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I understand that is your gun instinct usually.
Right.
All right. So Penguin has a lead. Again, I feel like Kuzi cannot like Penguin. It really is. Like doing a better job of not committing to a full drift in, like we were talking about in game 2. The game 1, this is what kind of more of how we played, and in game 2 we saw he was like fully committing to these drift ins, like way more than game 1. And now it's a better mix between the two. And Kuzi, I think Kuzi hasn't tried being the one above on the platform as opposed to being the one below. But off stage, no resources.
Yeah, I feel like this stage layout is really helping Penguin to not have to commit either, right? Because it's just put the Penguin on the platform and just reset, and then go back up and do it again.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you have to take the top platform to make that harder, though. Because otherwise you try and whiff punish and then they parry. So, I mean, it's more reliable to... You can't parry the cloud if Penguin puts it here. You can't parry the cloud if you're on the ground. You can at least parry the cloud if you're on the platform. And so now Penguin has to be aware that, he might just run up and parry. So I can't just put it in the same spot over and over again. This was a little passive. Letting Penguin land. I think we've seen Penguin... Well, we saw that in the Rockwall game too, honestly. Even though Kuzi won that game. We saw that there were a lot of times where Penguin would just land on the edge for free without throwing out an aerial. So sometimes you should be putting out not just a hitbox out there to hit him back off, but one that's punishing too, like, Nair, that you can combo into up strong or bash. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is great. Right now they're taking to the top platform and it's working out. So Penguin was forced to do it again. To reset on the side of the stage with another side B right here, but then he gets punished for trying to approach with an up B. So this is good. So let's see if he takes to the platform more often now. And I also feel like Kuzi has given up on trying to parry the cloud after it failed, I think, so much game 1.
Right. It's so hard to parry it when like the other person's like aware that you want to.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just So, but now that you've given up on it for like a game or two, maybe you return to doing it or trying it out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like, but not like consistently trying it, like going for a specific cloud.
Yeah.
I feel like the best way is when you do the dash into pairing it, right? Because that's like the hardest for
exactly.
to react to.
Yep. And so again, it looks like Kuzi's taking the low ground, and so Penguin's just going to keep putting the side Bs right on the platform or right above it. Ends up getting parried after the Sign Explosive Flame. Has bad DI, gets connected to F tilt, up air.
Penguin's so broken.
Penguin.
So dumb. You make like one misstep, and he's like, "Okay, well, say goodbye to your stock."
Let's see. So it's okay. This time he actually does get a punish. He commits to going right underneath Penguin. It doesn't amount to anything, unfortunately. Oh my gosh!
Almost amounted. Yeah.
I don't think it would have killed, but it would have been something.
It would have been close. Yeah, I mean the sign version is so good on light characters.
Yeah, it is. And so I think we see Kuzi win neutral or like get a couple of openings here, or maybe just one. But Penguin's like approaching with up B suddenly, when we haven't seen those working at all. This game at least. Oh, it works there. It doesn't do anything, but it could have. It could have been a bigger opening.
Commentator's curse, baby. Let's go.
I think we've just only seen more success for Kuzi whenever they're on the top platform first. Like everything has always gone better. Just like this. I mean, Penguin can no longer put the cloud up on the platform for free anymore and like jump up and down. So taking this position was the right call, but it's a little late. I mean, they're in the last stock situation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The bait and punish.
I mean, it has it built into the move, right? Like the little backwards lead is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, Smash does that a lot on their forward smashes as well. And it's part of like the characters.
You've written a couple articles about potential kinetic energy in animation.
Oh yeah. I mean that's half of it too, and even in there, if it's that much movement, it has like gameplay implications because you're basically like moving your hurt box away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's strong and it looks good.
I mean, back to the game plan. I mean, Kuzi's back on the bottom. It's not doing anything. The one time they do go on top, it's very far away, and I mean, Penguin's done with this game plan, so it's not going to work anymore. At least in the same way. So
yeah. Penguin uses
it's about finding the right timing. It always is, but that's like the whole game that the cloud allows. Like it's all about timing and spacing. Oh, gets caught with a sweet spot. Not looking good.
Gets back on stage though.
Yeah, Penguin read the option though. It's just like it's the double jump aerial back on. He just didn't space this right. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have worked because of the back air anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, meant for up strong.
All right, gets a jab, sign charge, up airs. I like it. Doesn't go for any of the... Oh, wait. Oh no. Okay, whatever.
Still a lot of damage though from this. Were you hoping for like a bash?
Yeah, out of the nair. But I mean, it's risky.
Yeah.
But this was great. That's more damage. I like it. But also, I was also hoping for a parry on this cloud right here. I feel like this has been a very common position this entire game for the cloud.
Right, because Penguin does do a lot of them kind of based on certain positions.
Right. Yes, nice. Oh, that was it. Oh, they did the bash late. No, that was perfect. They had time. This isn't even like a read bash. You could just react to this one pretty easily. But this is great. I mean, I love that Kuzi went to the top platform here perfectly. Like, I mean, I think we can watch this game over again. Just see how the percentage rate of neutral wins when Kuzi's on the platform versus not. But this was great. The nair was perfect because it's kill percent with bash, and then they just wait too long for to go for it though. Right. They go for the same setup, and it almost works. They just did their nair early. You see this? They go up here, and then they go for the same nair to try and set up bash again. It just they didn't time it right.
Right.
Penguin is in. Yeah, this is like where Penguin's habits show up. Like, you just reacted the exact same. You just reacted the exact same. All right now.
It's like such a minor, not minor, but like Upstrong is usually like fine for Ori to fish, you know, like against most characters. If someone's, especially if they're off stage, you can like whiff an Upstrong, but in this case, it was not fine.
Right, exactly. And I mean, like, yeah, so like these are the times where Penguin's habits really show the most, because I mean, 90% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, he follows a really flow charted like game plan given positions of both characters and what just happened. And the good part of that is that if it's a really solid game plan that you can mix up, which you can because of the cloud, it's very good if you know how your opponent works. But once a counter play is developed, you have to counter the counterplay, and sometimes it takes too long to adapt to that counterplay. I think Kuzi was figuring it out, really brought the game back. I thought it was too late, whenever we were on 2 stocks to 1, and he started to implement it a lot more.
Right.
Anyway, I thought it was too late then, but it was bringing it back. He had the Nair opportunity for a bash, didn't get it, and then the second Nair was even also just as good. But yeah. And those are the times where, like, as Penguin, you could literally just up B back onto the stage sooner. They're not ready for it. Like, it doesn't seem safe because it's not as safe as a cloud slow approach where you can react, but it's also what gets the job done sometimes because it's a mix-up. I mean, we were talking about it earlier in the stream. You were talking about how, like, you really can throw out risky things if they're in weird positions that your opponent might not be ready to counteract. And
right.
Like with Raster's down strongs and all that stuff. But anyway, a little slight miss-up with the up strong, like you were saying, and then Penguin was able to close it out with the up air.
Yeah, I think the beauty of the way like Penguin plays is like as long as he's like up, as long as he's winning, the matches and winning more of the exchanges, then like there's no reason for him to have to do it, right? Because it's kind of similar to like when people would complain about M2K when he was like the top melee player. It's like he's always choosing the best option, and then like I think even in the documentary, Mango says something like, "So I would just do something stupid," and he like wouldn't know what to do. Because like I think Penguin is willing to mix it up and like do the other options, but like he doesn't have to if he's in the lead, right? Like he can go to he can follow his game plan.
Yeah, his strength is 100% in his consistency of willing to follow a game plan. And if it's a strong game plan at first for most people, and then yeah, you just have to adapt later on. Anyway, I mean, that's it. That's all of the sets for today. This was a long one. I don't know how long. Let's see. What time is it?
It was like a 3-hour stream.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought I was actually, for like one set, I was starting to rush a little bit because like, oh man, I feel like this is going on forever. But no, I mean, this is about how long I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be like 2 hours, so I underestimated a little bit. But I mean, it made sense once we like got into it.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's no way. I should have. I should have told you. Like I was expecting probably like 3 hours at least. But 3 hours, dope. 12 minutes. I mean that looks good. Hope you all enjoyed it. And thanks again, Dan, for joining me here and for providing some good analysis with me.
Woo!
Yeah, I guess that's it. I'll end the stream. So have a good one, everybody. Peace.
Yeah.